Flashing lights, baby. Flashing lights everywhere.
Niggas was saying shit about me. They didn't even fucking know me.
This is my story. This is what I was doing when wasn't nobody looking.
Y'all don't know what goes on in practice or the locker room.
Welcome back to Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. Back out here, last show of the week. Keep that energy going. Who got Kyrie? None of y'all? Nobody got him? All right.
Got him with what?
Try to lock him down.
Oh, shit, not me.
Hey.
Damn.
And man, we tried to warn you. Don't mess with that man. But this is Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy. As always, we got the legend Gilbert Arenas here with us.
I know already.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say that.
Look at that. Already dribble drop.
It'll dry up in a second.
Already drooling.
And we got Cemetery Larry, also known as Rashad McCants.
I appreciate that.
Cemetery Larry.
I like the adjustment.
It flows.
Yeah, it feels so much better.
It cuts glass, as they say. And Kenyon Martin is back here with us. And before we start the show, for all the fans out there, we now have 2 viewing options for our show. Our traditional version that you know and love, and a vertical mobile version for everybody watching on their phones, trying to make that experience easier for y'all. Seeing a lot of people bitching and complaining in the comments. There's 2 versions. You pick which one you want to watch. We're trying to double the fun, give you some options out here, get all technological and whatnot.
Innovative. We're trying to be innovative.
You know, about 7, 8, 9 weeks, we're gonna see some other people.
Definitely.
You know, trying to jack the swag. Can't do it effectively. We got the code. We got the Da Vinci Code, so you can't rock with us. But here's what's cracking in the arena today. The Mavs stole game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. But what can the Wolves do to slow down Luka and Kyrie in game 2? They were out there putting in work. The NBA released the all-NBA teams for this season, but did the Square Media voters get it right? And we got our hard picks too. We're gonna go recap everything that we said was gonna happen, see if it did or not. And the Lakers think JJ Redick could potentially be the next Pat Riley. But can Redick handle the pressure that comes with being the Lakers head coach on and off the court? Is it winning time or losing time? I don't know. But before we get into all that, as always, this show is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. If you have not done so already, download the app, use promo code GIL, and you can receive up to $250 in bonus cash and a special pick'em. So I believe we have the picks for tonight. These are the most popular. Tyrese Halliburton, higher 19.5 points. Siakam, higher 3.5 assists. Obi Toppin, higher 9 points. Kenny, I believe you picked him game 1.
Yeah, that shit was 7.5.
He did that. He did that in the first.
As soon as he checked in.
He did that in the first quarter. And Drew Holiday, coming off his season high 28, higher 14.5 points. So go ahead, get it going. You know, if you want to make some bread. If you don't, do what you want to do. Don't listen to us. What do we know?
I like 2 of those. Okay.
Yeah, which ones you like?
I think I'm gonna keep rocking with the Obi. And
Yeah, now you know, huh?
yeah. And then Drew Holiday.
For sure.
Yeah, he gonna sit in that post. So I'm gonna rock with those 2.
All right, well, listen to Gil if you want to make some bread. As always, we do MostlyFans at the end of every single show. If you drop a good question in the chat with your Underdog Fantasy username and we use it on the show, you get a $50 bonus to your Underdog Fantasy account. If you send us a video at mostlyfansgil@gmail.com, keep it under 30 seconds. You can ask us anything you want. Doesn't have to be just basketball questions, but if you're an Underdog Fantasy user, you get a $100 bonus to your account. And like I said, we do the show live every day, Monday through Thursday on YouTube at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, with multiple viewing options now. But if you cannot rock with us on YouTube, we got audio versions available, Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast from. So Wednesday night, NBA announced the all-NBA teams for this season. Now, this was the first season with the 65-game minimum requirement, and the first time that the teams were positionless. So let's get into it. On the first team, MVP Nikola Jokic and runner-up Shai Gilgeous-Alexander were unanimous picks, receiving all 99 first-place votes, and they were joined by Luka, Giannis, Tatum, a very international heavy squad, although SGA did play in America coming up. So Jalen Brunson and Anthony Edwards secured the 2 top spots on the second team, with both making their first ever All-NBA teams, and were joined by KD, Kawhi, and AD. And the third team featured LeBron, Steph, Sabonis, Tyrese Halliburton, and D-Book. So Bron extended his record, making his 20th All-NBA team, and is the youngest and oldest player in NBA history to make an All-NBA team. So that's how it broke down. This is the final list according to the Square Media, 99 voters. Shortly after the regular season ended, though, our Gills Arena crew gave their All-NBA picks. So let's see how close that you guys got to the actual list. You good?
I don't see it.
It's coming. Yeah. So we're gonna. Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm
Okay,
sorry.
we gotta build up the anticipation. So let's start with Rashad's All-NBA picks. So Shad, you got 4 right on the first team, 3 on the second team, 3 on the third team, for a total of 10 out of 15 correct. Not rolling. The voters betrayed you.
No, I fucked up with the Luka Ant, but I like Ant. I was just picking Ant because I picked Ant, but I knew Luka was gonna make
This
it.
nigga's crazy. Yo, something serious wrong with you, man. You know that?
Antonovich.
How's that?
Huh? Hey, you know something wrong with you, right?
With what?
You do know this man was third MVP voting and led the league in
No,
scoring,
like
right?
I said, I picked Ant because I like Ant. It was a bias.
I understand, but you just damn going with the facts.
Yeah.
You just go.
I picked him because I'm biased.
You don't mind. You just said fuck it.
Yeah. That's just like you saying you like Kyrie over Luka.
Nah, I like it, but I'm not gonna put him on second team because I like him more.
I guess it's, I was hoping.
Because I like him more, I'm gonna be logical when it's time.
I was hoping,
You was who?
I don't think I put Giannis on mine.
You what?
Damn, Gil.
On first team?
Y'all boys crazy.
I was torn.
Sabonis too.
Yeah.
That was a close one.
Y'all crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure.
Okay. So now let's move on to Kenyon's picks.
And this was when was this made though?
I believe back in April. Yeah. Oh, Day of the Lobster.
Oh yeah.
So Ken, you got 4 right on the first team, sacrificing a perfect score out of respect of Embiid, who was ineligible.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you had to show your love. And 2 on the third, 2 on the second team, and 2 on the third team, for a total of 8 out of 15. But again, I'll preface that Embiid was ineligible, but nonetheless.
Who did you put there though?
The same thing I did. You did the same thing I did. Just fuck the facts. Just fuck the facts.
Like I said, damn the 65 games. You went with nigga. You said because you like him more.
Yeah, man.
No, I didn't go. I said because damn the 65 games.
Shit.
The man averaged 35 when he played. Shit, like I'm.
Who would you to put on the first team?
Say it again.
Who would you have put?
Who don't I have up there?
You had Embiid, so if you didn't have Embiid, who?
Who did you have put? Tatum
Hindsight.
or Ant?
Tatum.
Okay. And finally, Mr. Arenas, here are your All-NBA picks. So you also put Ant on the first team, but you got 4 right on the first team, 4 on the second team, and 3 on the third team, for a total of 11 out of 15. It was the best score amongst the Gills Arena crew.
That Giannis, man.
Yeah, your Giannis disrespect.
I penalized him.
You did.
I penalized. When they went 17 and 19 at the end, I'm like, how can you be all NBA first team?
Well, but you see.
I know,
see,
that's what I said.
See,
That's why I said I
fault
penalized him
for Doc.
For Doc. Yeah. And then Ant-Man, it was like, how are you not gonna put Ant-Man when his team was, I think they won 57 games?
Yep.
57
We're
games.
tied
He
for
averaged
the top in the
26.
West.
So, yeah.
Yeah. The game is the
They had
game.
Ben Chilwell and Brown.
Yeah, Paolo didn't make it. Jalen Brown.
Wait, who the fuck did they have? Who did they put? No, the actual list.
Halliburton.
Halliburton and Sabonis.
Halliburton and Curry.
Curry.
Yeah.
The LeBron, Curry, Booker.
See, the third team was a popularity.
Yeah, I was gonna say Curry.
Because you can't leave them out.
It's just a popularity thing.
What?
Yeah, that just cost Tyrese Maxey a whole lot of monies.
Yeah, remember I said, yes. I'd be damn you put it.
Yeah.
So you can save the money.
You remember I said that? Like, goddamn, I'd be damn if I get double max on him.
You were saying it about Halliburton, too.
And a burden too.
So what are you most surprised about with these All-NBA teams? Can we put the official All-NBA teams back up just for the sake of reference? So what are you most surprised about with these 15 gentlemen who were selected to Adam Silver's All-NBA?
Kawhi.
You think he should higher or lower?
I just think he didn't do enough.
Lower?
He didn't play a lot. Well, he played a lot.
Yeah,
but-
68 games.
like,
Played a lot for Kawhi.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
If anything lower, I don't
wasn't the Kawhi that you expect
Well.
compared to the, like, Benchero. I think he got snubbed.
But do you feel like Paolo should have made it over Kawhi?
Yeah. If anybody.
And I'll just point out, Clippers were 4th in the West, 51 and 31.
Donovan Mitchell got
Yeah, why
snubbed.
not? What was the stats?
Shouldn't play enough games.
Because he had
Didn't play
enough.
enough.
He had some.
Kawhi?
Yeah, because I put him there for a reason. So
No, he had a good year. Hold on, I'll pull him up for you.
You said 68 games?
Played 68 games, averaged 24.6 rebounds, 4 assists, shot 53% from the field, 42% from 3, 89% from the free throw
Good
line.
year.
dang, that's
A good year.
Yeah, that's why he
just
got
like-
that re-up, that
that's just
3-year
like
extension.
Benchero, damn near.
Yeah.
Benchero 23, yeah.
And Paolo this season,
Shit, what Tyrese Maxey average? And then you had
26,
40.
yeah.
so
But that's what I said. I was.
You said it.
If I was 76ers, I was not having.
they were
him
making
Supermax
they were making phone
job.
calls like, yeah, no,
Hell
he
yeah.
ain't ready, he ain't ready. So
Is
Tyrese
that-
averaged
Is that a
20
namesake
What?
second team for Kawhi? Because of the history and longevity, you know, when you got years of being in there.
I think
And you have a
was-
solid year, and he has a solid year, just like Bron. Like, Bron has a solid enough year that you can't even say he not.
If people would have put Bron on the second team and Kawhi on the third, it's like I can't complain because on either one. I mean, who made it? I
In
wouldn't.
all actuality, LeBron belongs on the second team.
Yeah, over Kawhi.
Over Kawhi.
Why?
I think what Lakers were 3-0, or Brown was 3-0 against the Clippers this season.
So this has nothing to do with team success, though, right?
Well, I mean,
should, but
it
they-
should, but if you got Jaylen Brown not making the list,
But
how good the
Jaylen
Celtics
Brown-
did.
I'm saying, but the Clippers
I mean,
supposed to have been this, Big Four, all this.
supposed to be
LeBron,
higher?
I know.
Well, you're talking about a record, Jaylen Brown. Who is he going to be in front of on the first team?
I'm not saying first team. I'm just saying not even making.
Oh, Jaylen Brown. I'm thinking
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown.
Because you had Jaylen Brown
I had Jaylen
on
Brown.
your third team.
Yeah.
So it would have been Booker off.
I would have been cool with that.
I would have been cool with that, too.
Nah, Booker stats is,
But still,
and his team is. I mean, they was 5.
That's the same with Kawhi. Kawhi team was what?
Jaylen
5,
Brown
6,
team was
4?
one.
I know.
So Devin
Fact.
Booker,
Jaylen Brown team was one.
Devin Booker averaged 27, 7, 5 in 68 games this season. Was close to 49% from the field, 36% from the
That's
field.
it'd have been
Big number.
That is big. That's what I said. It'd been either Curry. I mean, I knew Sabonis because it was like, how do you keep the guy off that had that average of who led the league in triple doubles? So I was like,
What are
eh,
Steph's numbers?
26.
So to your point, Sabonis had 26 triple doubles this season.
What was Steph's?
Steph was 26 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 45% from the field,
everybody
41%
was
from three.
I know that's what I said. Everybody was.
A lot of balls, a lot of
That's what I said.
tough.
That third team, we was like, shit, it could have been anybody.
Yeah.
And obviously, we get into the debate about American hoopers versus international hoopers. You have 4 international players, if you want to include SGA, who's from Canada, but played a
It's
lot of
4. It's always 4.
4 out of 5 in the
It's
first
4.
team.
Every year is the same 4.
Why does Halliburton make it?
Because he led the league in
In the
assists.
mid-season?
He led the league in assists.
It was up until the play-in tournament that he was playing very, very well. We was like, oh shit. Then after that, it was a huge drop-off.
Yeah, but he still averaged. He led the league in assists. Was a double-double still? It's weird because it's like his double-double is we like it, and then Trey Young's double-double we frowned upon.
Yeah, bro.
Right? It's weird. You know what I mean? It's like
Never got a chance to do that.
They don't like Trey for the.
But Hallie's assist to turnover ratio was absurd this year.
no, for real.
So he averaged 11 assists, 2 turnovers.
It's crazy.
Which is crazy.
That is
It's insane.
had a few games,
Because
0 turnover games, big assists.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not mad at it. That's.
But the best offense in the league this season. Halliburton did have 44 double-doubles, points and assists. But so 4 out of the 5 on the first team, international players.
3. Oh yeah.
Nobody else on the list technically. Obviously, Sabonis, Lithuanian American, but was born in Portland, so we keeping him.
You can have him.
Just for the sake of debate, but
You can have him.
big deal? Is that a big deal? Not a big deal? I mean,
5 out of the 15.
you guys talk about
It's the same
the
four.
growth,
It's the
yeah.
same four.
Understandable.
All-star, name the same. It's the
very,
same four.
very top heavy though.
It's the same four. It's,
5
no
out
matter
of
how you look at it, it's the same four. All-star, it's the same four. No matter how you switch it up, it's the same four. And the only newbie is going to be there will be Wemby. Right? Another big. You know what I mean? So.
And then just based on regular season, postseason success, do we feel like this might be the last time that Ant-Man misses the first team for a while?
Don't know.
Yeah, you can't. You
It's
can't. You
heavy.
can't say.
It's heavy. I think it's toss up between the first team, second team.
Because you got Luka, Shea,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
This series, I think, will play a lot
Luka,
of
Shea. So we can guarantee damn near Luka, Shea, Jokic.
yeah,
That's damn near guaranteed 3 moving forward.
Giannis too.
and
Giannis can bounce back and forth.
But Giannis is giving you 30 and 12, 13 every
His
year.
numbers can go down.
Embiid, think about Embiid's
Oh, yeah.
number. He don't get Embiid don't get hurt.
So don't with
Yeah.
healthy him, he don't.
And we
Yeah.
talking about positionless.
He
right?
played 65 games. He's first.
Yeah, that's what I said. So it's like
Facts.
so.
Giannis 30, 12, 7 assists, shot 61% from the field.
And
I mean,
Yeah.
if everybody's healthy, you're talking about
the same 5.
same. It could be the
Jason
same 5
Tatum
for a while.
probably not. Jason
nah,
Tatum
I don't
not
think
first team.
I don't think he's first team either.
That's because he will have the record. He has to share responsibility, so his stats wouldn't match.
He's
That's the
not
fucked
first
up
team,
part.
and he's not-
That is
And he's
it's
not.
crazy.
Facts, bro. I feel the same way. I used to feel that way, but now I see the talent
Still-
rising.
still like,
It's like, hey,
these boys
man,
good,
These
right?
boys are good, and Jason got to raise his level of play.
That's like you guys talked about, though. Does he start to need to sacrifice his own individual stats? Like we drop a couple more games, but I'm putting up 30.
That's the problem.
He's still number one.
That's the problem when you start really getting to talking and you start saying, hey, man, Luka's team is going to be 4 or 5 every year. He averages 35. He's guaranteed first team. I'm sacrificing a winning, and, you know, I'm averaging 27, and I'm going to be second team. The fuck do I need these wins for then? And it kind of makes you think back selfish.
So let me ask you this. No. It doesn't. Let me ask you this. What's the difference in 27 and 34, 35?
The way you get it, the way you
A lot
get
of
it.
points.
But what's the difference? What does Luka do more than Jason Tatum?
Tougher shot.
Rebound, assists, and
Free throws.
that's
To get to the free throw line.
Jason Tatum don't get to the line, and so
facts.
that's
Yeah.
every game.
Facts.
Well, Luka's top 3, 4
Free
free
throws,
throws attempted every season.
That's what really
Right.
changes you from.
So that's my.
Efficiency.
No,
Efficiency.
free throws.
The
Yeah.
efficiency of getting to the line and adding another
So-
element of scoring.
And Luka's not a great free throw shooter,
Facts. 70.
but he's
What is it,
still
78?
he's still getting there. Like, and so that's
Yeah, Luka was top 4 in free throw attempts this season, had 608.
That's what
Tatum had 497.
that's the
That's what
the
helps,
eight point- so that's the
That's what helps Trae Young too. Free throws.
Well, guess who we leaving out? Ja Morant.
Yeah.
We're forgetting.
Demetrius.
We're forgetting about Ja Morant.
You talk about Job, you
his
talk about
ability.
Wemby. I'm just saying, like, those
See,
two.
that's the only person that can sneak into the first, like that 5 right there. God damn it, they going into the season as a favorite
Every year.
Was every year. Right now, the only people who can sneak in there is Wemby.
Ja Morant.
You don't think Ja can?
Ja's gonna be with Tatum.
tough.
Ja's gonna be with Tatum
Ant-Man.
and Ant-Man. Ja's gonna be Ja, Ant-Man, Tatum in that second.
And if Zion keep creeping up the way he was creeping up at the end, he got to be in the conversation.
It is
Third
like-
team. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how good the Pelicans are,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He could creep into second team.
And that first team is woo.
Nasty.
First team.
You gonna need
You're gonna need a historic year to get on that list.
yeah.
Facts.
You're gonna need a
Or
historic.
you're gonna need that 65 game. Like, please keep us
Two people in the two of them.
Please.
Some Tanya Harding going on.
64, yeah.
So can we pull up that list one more
That's
time, please,
crazy.
Paulo?
right?
Has there ever been a dominant 5? Like without the record, has there ever been a dominant 5 you can have guaranteed on first team? Because this is crazy. I mean, Cole, yeah.
Who was the fifth we were saying? It's Luka,
Embiid.
Joker, Embiid, and who else? Who was the fifth? It's not one of them two.
Yeah. It's them four. Take them out, put Embiid.
So you can keep SGA as a guarantee every year?
Hell yeah.
Nah, hell nah.
If that's-
Because AD could have went first team.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
If the,
Put up a little bit more numbers.
if the Lakers would have did better, but that's the
consider,
problem.
like-
That's the, I mean, 'cause
but even though, like, I know.
You know,
I know what-
AG's
I know what
averaging.
you know.
See, the problem is SGA's averaging 30 guaranteed. Guaranteed. That you're gonna guarantee that.
But it's not.
Next
it's
year.
not first team. It's not a first team 30. It's
No.
my team
Team
needs it
was-
30. It's my
his team
team
is-
needs 30 for me.
If it's
but number
if
one
it's-
in the West, like
if his team was third in the West, he still is first team. The man is averaging 30 and something. Like there's
35 and 5 or something.
his number. That's what I said. His numbers didn't go up. Lucas is even if Luka goes down to 33, 32, 31, he's still first team.
KD pushes to 30. We
His team-
keeping him down.
He's too. He ain't. But that's what I'm saying.
He got to do more than just score.
Everybody who's on
He said KD was solid. this
Everybody
year
who's on
defensively.
second
But
team,
you got to rebound.
right?
You gotta-
Guaranteed
you
second
gotta do
team. They're
more.
older,
Because everybody.
so they're not going to be pushing them younger.
Sanjay and Tatum doing more.
So when you look at
Right.
this list, is there anyone here we don't think will make another All NBA team?
All NBA.
Curry. I mean, the only person who's
Steph.
on the back end is Steph.
Kawhi.
I think
Kawhi.
Sabonis and Halliburton.
I hate. Yeah.
Sabonis is a stat stuffer.
I think he only got it this time because that spot was open for a debate. That spot was open for a debate, and he got it just because they're talking about Bam should have deserved that spot,
Hell no.
right? And that's I said the same thing. I'm like, well, Bam got all defensive, and he was ranked, certain first team.
I mean, he did
all-defense
average a double-double. I mean,
Defensive player.
finalist for a defensive. So they're like, well, why he get this and then he don't get this, and then
Yeah.
Sabonis didn't get none of this, and then he put. So it's like just the conversation around it for Sabonis, boom. But then I look at Halliburton, I'm like, man, you got other guys that play at a higher clip. And even though the assist thing is the assist thing, but it's not
Like,
a.
you could have played with that third team any way you wanted to.
yeah, that 13.
You could have just pulled it from a hat. You could have put 10 names.
If you'd have put Jalen Brown in there, everybody would be like,
Yeah,
all
but
right.
you
You could have
got
put Bam in there. You could have
Maxey,
put
Dame.
Maxey in there. Everybody would have been like, all right.
Dame, Trey
Yeah.
Young, like they
Yeah,
all
you
are.
could've put the
They
names
all
in.
mad right now. They all like, man, what the fuck we gotta do?
They-
How he get it? And
they
we've
can't
been
be
waiting
mad.
6,
You
7
can't-
years to get here, and he just creeped in with a what he averaged?
19 and 13.
11, 19 and 11.
19 and
11.
19 and 11. He creeped in with that.
That it creeped in?
Yeah, cause Dame, like, man, I averaged 30 and
Man,
6 and 6. I ain't even getting
Nah,
that.
you was averaging 30 until you got Doc. Now just like,
It's nasty work out there.
So let's talk a little bit snubs. There's only 15 spots on All NBA team. Naturally, some guys are not going to make the cut. So Jaylen Brown just missed making his second straight All NBA team. He was amongst that list. He
Well,
finished
he made
16th.
it when he needed to make
made-
it.
yeah.
Trust me. Hey, he ain't tripping.
Yeah.
Man, he like, shit, I mean, hey, last summer was great.
Once I got that bread, it's like I don't got to make one for a couple more years.
Man, I got I got 3 years, man. Y'all good.
So other players not making the list that we talked about include Paul George, Maxey, Gobert, Wemby, Zion, Paolo Banchero, De'Aaron Fox, Bam, DeMar DeRozan. Who was the biggest All-Star, All-NBA snub this season?
Maxey.
I
For me,
think
Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey, man.
Tyrese Maxey.
Like, the way he played, the way he held the fort down when Embiid was out. Making it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Still with a struggling Embiid. And it's costing him a whole lot of money.
What was his
Free
numbers
agent.
compared to?
You're a free agent this year.
Yeah, what was his number compared to Steph's? They're the same, right?
So Maxey averaged 26 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, played 70 games, 45% from the field.
And what was Steph's?
Steph was. You got Doogie Howser.
26, 5, and 5.
So they damn near they're the same.
45, 41% from 3, 92% from
Yeah.
One made the playoffs, one didn't. It's popularity. Like I said, it was a popularity thing for third team, I think.
We're just, obviously with the
Guys,
square media, some of those guys that
they're
are
gonna vote for
mainstay.
LeBron. They're gonna vote for Steph. They're gonna vote for Book. And the 2 wild cards, like Shar was saying, was Halliburton and Sabonis, right? It's a popularity thing.
So like I said, Bron made
They
his.
said they didn't deserve it, but you could have put LeBron on the second team
You could put LeBron, Kawhi on the third. You could have. Yeah.
So it's just, I think it was a popularity contest when it came to the third team.
So LeBron, NBA record 20 all NBA selections. Kareem is the next closest with 15. The longevity, consistency, you know.
But he got records that ain't gonna lie.
He ain't not gonna.
Will anybody come close to that?
No.
In our lifetime?
No.
Damn.
No one's physically
Going to play that.
physically gifted enough. Like when you're talking about like somebody like Luka and Jokic, genetics go against them, right? They're slow moving today. When they get 35, you know, what do you think they're gonna look like? So you're talking about a guy who, you know, when he was younger, he was at a 44-inch vertical. Right now, you know, he's slowing down. He got a 40, 41, 40, right? You know, that's at that height. You know, it's very, that helps.
And Kobe and Duncan also have 15 all NBA selections in their career in addition to Kareem. But
yeah, that's why I said when you look at Duncan,
5 more seasons.
when he got older, it looked like he was like when Dirk was getting older, it looked like it. Like this is genetics. Like you got to be somebody who genetically can last 6-7 years when everybody else would be falling down.
Who's the pappy? Who's the pappy? Who's some goddamn pappy? Shit.
Michael Jordan. I mean,
Shit. Shit, where that nigga at? Where that nigga at?
But it might be Michael Jordan. Shit.
Here you mentioned Luka, just looking at it, based on where he's at now, Luka will probably have the best chance to do it. Obviously, like you said, if his body can sustain. But by making All-NBA, Luka is now eligible for the largest contract in NBA history in 2025. He can sign a 5-year, $346 million Supermax. So at just 25 years old, Luka already has 5 first-team All-NBA selections. So let's take a list at, gentlemen, he has more first teams than, more than Steph, AI, Westbrook, Chris Paul, T-Mac, D-Wade, KG, Jokic, and Dirk, to name a few.
And he only 25.
So does Luka deserve more love for the success he's had so far in his career?
More, he's getting. I mean, he keeps getting awards, so what else do we need? It's not like he's getting snubbed and we're like, damn, look at these numbers. 5, he's in front of a whole shitload of
You can say
people.
generational at this point, though, just from what he's accomplished at 25. But obviously, Mavs still in the postseason. What would winning a ring do for Luka's career?
His trajectory is already what it is, right? I mean, he's already, on a fast track. The things he's doing is unreal for his age, unreal for just basketball itself. So, winning a championship, not winning a championship, he's pushed to where he is.
Okay. And where is that?
Right now, if he stopped right today, he's first ballot Hall of Famer with those stats, which is crazy.
You say top 15, top 20?
Ever?
There's going to be some conversation.
I don't know. I mean, longevity is a thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? If we're talking about just talent, right? And T-Mac is not top 75, but if you say, all right,
We're going on numbers.
if we're going on just whose ability, you can't. He was a small forward. You can't find five small forwards that's better than him with just straight natural talent. But his numbers is what kept him out of it, not what he can do individually. Huh?
Talking about Tracy? Oh.
Longevity, the numbers itself.
I'm about to say shit. I can name. I thought you said you can't name 5 better than Luka. I was just shit. I was about to.
Oh yeah,
shit,
yeah,
I thought about to,
What? I was talking about just Mac itself, to keep him out of the top
I was from
75.
Tracy.
Yeah. Oh, you was about to talk about the Tracy first. Yeah. But just your longevity helps, right? That's the point of greatness. Greatness is not a year, 2 years, 5 years thing. It's as you have to be able to sustain it. It's like a number 1 hit. Right? You can have a number 1 hit and do all that, and then the next year you nobody. Right? 2 years, 3 years is like, peaks and valleys is what a career is, and the longer you can sustain being great is what helps you.
Yeah.
Well, it's just like saying, when Joker got the back-to-back MVPs, and then you add a championship to that, you say, well, damn, what more do he need, right? And then Luka hasn't won an MVP. But, you know, his career is going towards a trajectory to the point where if he does add a championship to it, you want to look now at the future assets. Like, okay, can he get another one? Is his trajectory that they're going to be dominant where every time the season starts, you're looking at Luka to win another championship? Or is it a paper champ type of situation where he got one because the situation was what it was? And that's what I looked at with Joker. It's like if Joker them don't come back and repeat, that's a paper champ situation where you just happen to add up, the chips fell where you guys can win a championship, just like Giannis. Chips fell the way they fell. You know, AD, chips fell the way they fell. So if you can't bounce back and get a double up, where it's a dominating situation where season in, season out, we know you're going to deliver and take us to the finals, similar to Jason Tatum. Like, Tatum got there consecutively, but he has to take it over the top. So if he wins, it can put him and Luka in the same type of breath of conversation just simply because they won it. But I think for Luka, if he can win multiple, that's when we're looking at his legacy very differently. It was like, okay, he doing this since he was 20, 25, he done did all this shit, and he won a championship, and he won 2 of them. Shit, now we talking about real greatness. Top 10 type shit.
Yeah, multiple championships helps your argument.
Yeah,
I'm saying when you're the guy, to your point, yeah, you can win one, but I think multiple people can't question you then.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. You got to get there first. No, but Luka making a name for it. Now he's doing what he's supposed to. I'm saying
it might be one of those KD things where by the time he turned 28, KD had all these scoring titles, MVPs, motherfucker done did everything. And the only thing he couldn't check off was a finals MVP and being a champ. And as a basketball player, it's like, well, these are the only things I need right here. If I can't get it here, I got to go get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
got 2 of them though, but does it feel like?
So you know, it's one of those,
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Did it catapult?
Nope.
AD? It didn't.
So that's what
matter.
Not in public opinion.
Not in public opinion.
And that's why
Because of the way it was done.
But that's why we said now we have this thing where we can't say a ring and finals MVP matters.
Yeah.
And now it comes with a question mark. How did you get it?
Yeah, because if he don't get it in Dallas,
Yep.
if him and Kyrie can't get it done eventually, then what do? Right? We got all the numbers, all these accolades. Is it going to? Yeah.
If he teams up and wins it, if he goes with Jokic and wins it over there, like now we question it. It ain't a real one. So legacy is built on now how you do it.
How you do it.
Which is wild.
Yeah, but let's get it straight though. I don't get when it is. Winning the NBA championship ain't easy, man.
Mm-hmm.
If it was, everybody had one. So trust me. If you can get there and you can win it, and then to win multiple, it helps your argument.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why it was so important for Kobe to win one without Shaq.
Yeah.
Right?
For sure he can do it. That's same thing probably with Shaq. I got to win without Kobe. Like it was. Yeah. It's right. I mean, it's these weird things that comes with. You get questioned no matter how you do it because the Mount Rushmore did it in a way that it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Right? You can't pay people low budget deals to build a dynasty, right? Dynasties are built because someone signed bad contracts, right? And that's how a dynasty is built, right? When you talk about Curry, his foot was hurt a whole bunch of years where they got him for pennies on the dollar. So the dude who became the best player in the world wasn't paid like the best player in the world, right? Jordan wasn't paid like the best player in the world when they built that team. When you're talking about
Magic.
When you talk, I mean, damn, they tried to sign that motherfucker, what, 20 years?
I think
20 million,
that was one of
20 years, 20 million.
And then same thing with football, right? They had the Chiefs, right? Those are bad deals.
Mahomes with the 250.
So for you to build, someone has to be tricked into some little money. So it's hard to do that now. Right? It's hard to handicap somebody. The only thing that handicaps him is not making first team or not making all NBA team. You can try those. Right now we have like Ja Morant, where he's not getting paid like the superstar he is. He's getting paid as the same as Maxey now. Right? That is like, right? So depending on the luck of the draw, depending on who's going to be the next legacy team.
Yeah.
Well, I look at the legacy as the Mount Rushmore, as you said. There's only 5 players who've been able to do the back-to-backs. Maybe 6. Is Tim Duncan, did they do back-to-back?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you got Magic.
Spurs never went back-to-back, right?
I remember the year they were supposed to.
They never went back to
They
back.
never won back, so can't include Tim. So you got Magic and Bird, they both did back-to-backs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got Kobe, Jordan, back-to-back, and then LeBron. Shaq too. So 6.
Shaq, LeBron.
So that's why LeBron is so close to all of them. KD,
Kyrie, yeah.
Kyrie didn't do back.
Kyrie-
No,
Kyrie
KD, Curry.
Yeah.
KD and Curry. All right, so what's that?
Bird doesn't have back-to-back.
No back-to-backs for
Bird
Bird.
don't have no. Magic interrupted that.
Magic got back.
Isaiah Thomas.
Isaiah Thomas.
So you see the handful of guys who showed dominance by
Let it be
winning
known.
back-to-back titles.
So let it be known.
Cement themselves as saying that we wasn't a paper champ. We came back and did it again. Like, I think that's important for the legacy. And I think those guys who was on those teams that led those teams feel that way too. It's like, well, it ain't about the stats or the MVPs for that. It's the fact that we came back and did it again. We came back and was dominant again.
And we did it with the team that drafted us.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's the times are very different. Like, you think about when Kobe won his 3 championships, he was so damn near on a rookie deal.
Damn.
So, you know what I mean? And then his first deal was 79. What, 76? It was a 79 million back then, that $79 million max. So it's really, like, you got to be very smart. It's like if OKC, if they win some championships, they can end up becoming a dynasty because the money is so little with them. When you do pay them, it don't affect your team.
So you mentioned OKC, so let's get into some other info in regards to these All-NBA teams. SGA is eligible to sign a 4-year, $294 million Supermax in the 2025 offseason. He would get paid $81 million in the last year of that deal. So we talk about Jalen Brunson made his first All-NBA team. I know, Kenyon, I know.
Wait, how much?
$81 million in the last year of that deal.
290.
294, 4-year, 294 extension.
Oh, so he's not the $500 million player?
But we will get
Because
to
him, Tatum, so he's 26, right?
25, I believe.
About to be 26?
Yeah.
So him, Tatum.
26 in July.
Yeah, so him, Tatum, and Luka, they're in that same age group. So you say he signed for 290?
He can sign for 294 in 2025.
And what can Luka sign for?
346.
You see how big a difference that is?
Yeah.
At the same age?
It's a lot of bread.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, like, Luka and Tatum, I want to know what the fuck Tatum's going to get.
With Tatum, I believe can, let me pull it up, but Tatum can do, no, he can go 340 something, I believe.
They so 349. He can get the most.
Yeah, so he can get the most. Yes, because he came in before Luka.
349, I think they said.
He can make more than Jalen Brown. I know.
Of course,
that.
Yeah, he came in before. So Luka.
I think 315 is or something like. Oh, let me see.
Yeah, so Luka and Tatum, when they get out of this deal, they might be pushing that $500 million contract.
So we're gonna talk about that in a second. Brunson made his first All-NBA team, isn't eligible for a Supermax contract because he signed with the Knicks as a free agent. But by making their first All-NBA teams, both Ant and Halliburton earned an extra $41 million on their deals. So we talked earlier this season how it appeared that Hallie was playing through a sore hamstring to reach that 65-game threshold. Will we continue to see guys playing through injury to stay eligible for All-NBA teams? And do you think that is good or bad for the league with the 65-game minimum?
We've seen it. We witnessed it. We witnessed that players became selfish to their contract, which is how it's always been. When you have incentives in your deal, right, and you got these extra bonuses and you need to do some certain things, right, rebounds, free throws, whatever, you're playing to your contract, right? So the fact that it's 65 and there's extra $40 to $80 million on the line, of course. We're talking about an extra $41 million, right? If I gotta limp the fuck out there, motherfucker, I'm limping cross that finish line. Like it's 41 million. This ain't no bonus of $2 million. It's an extra 41 million, 80 something. I am good. Yeah, be at home. I need a new knee, just so I can get it. And we seen it. We seen Donovan Mitchell go down trying to get back up. We seen what happened to Embiid, right? So yes, right. Some people are gonna make it. There's gonna be more that hurt themselves trying to get it. We seen Kawhi.
41 million.
Same thing with Kawhi. Kawhi got it. He tried everything to get past it, and we didn't see him in the playoffs because of it.
If you're getting paid that much money, get your ass out there if you want that money.
Yeah.
That's the whole, hey, work for it. Work for it, right? That's what the owners put that shit in there. Like, there's so many guys when the deal extension things started to come up, when Alan Crabb and Alec Burke and all them got that big money because they had money sitting that they had to give away to bad contracts. So they was giving away that money because they didn't want to give away bigger contracts when the actual the extension came up. And once the extension came up, you had to pay guys way more. So they trying to get rid of the bag early. Now it's, we want you to earn this shit. You're gonna earn it now. So they put the 65 in there to make sure you earn it. So now everybody got to go out there and play.
So you talk about just how outrageous these contracts are getting. So according to reports, NBA set to finalize its next TV rights deal, ESPN, NBC, and Amazon for a combined $7.4 billion per year. So when you look at that $7 billion, media rights will likely lock in a 10% cap growth. That is the max that the cap can go up starting in the 25-26 season. So the cap will top $200 million in 28-29. A 35 max salary that year projects to be $72 million. Fifth year on that max deal, $95 million, and up to $420 million on the value of that contract. So when you look at the growth of this league and where it's come from when you guys are playing to where it is now, did you ever imagine a day where an NBA player can make nearly $100 million in a season?
Yeah. I mean, we're in a league where the numbers was moving up every other year. So obviously, right, we've never seen any league that go from 100 million to 30, right? We've never seen it scale backwards. So, at some point, it was going to hit these numbers. I'm pretty sure back when they was making $5,000 a game, they didn't think people were going to be millionaires, right? So shit, right?
20-year, $26 million deal.
We talking about 500. There's going to be kids that's going to be billionaires. You're talking about not even this generation. Wemby's going to be a billionaire while he's playing.
Just off NBA contract.
Faster than what LeBron was, and then the generation after that, right? So, big media's lied to us. Just be honest. Where they say the views down, right? They're trying to trick us with the views down. Obviously, the fucking views ain't down. If they're giving out $7 billion for fucking NBA rights.
A year.
A year.
7.4.
Right? So how is the money going up but the views down? Shut up and tell the truth.
I think the way that it looked back then when KG got his big money and Shaq got his big money, that was like $100 million a year. That's how I was looking at it.
That's what it felt like.
That's what it felt like. Shaq got how much? Ticket got how much? Like what? And now it's like the reciprocation of all of the things that we put into the game and what they see we put into the game. Even what we're doing right now is helping viewership for the game because we're analyzing and breaking it down so that the regular audience members can go in and go watch the game differently and enjoy the game differently. So I think we're all collectively a part of what's going on. The $7 billion is just the tip of the iceberg, though. I think they're going to renegotiate that because they want to trickle down and reinvest into the WNBA because they see what's happening with that. So now you look at the TV rights and being able to watch simultaneously both leagues, and then endorsement deals, like you said, Wemby going to be able to tackle that $1 billion. Just on endorsements alone.
Nah, I'm not even talking about off the court. I'm talking about on the court. On the court, he's gonna hit $1 billion. Right? How much Jason Tatum made so far? He's already what? 300?
Just like you count I think with the full season is 196. We talking that, and it looked like he's gonna be around
800.
350 because he signed
So
2 years ago for
boom, 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 boom.
Three of them gonna be crazy. So they gonna touch him as far.
What did he sign so far? Worth of contract money about? He has to be in the 3-4, right?
Give
Already.
me 1 second. Got you.
Not yet.
Nah, so career earnings so far just 120. Then he'll get that
And he gets
that
the one
315.
Yeah.
What the fuck you mean 120? After his rookie deal, he signed a max deal, right?
4 year, what is it, 5 year, 196?
Yeah. So what are you talking about? So 196.
Oh wait, so 192, excuse me.
So 192.
192 based on through 2025. Then once he gets that max 315,
So
he'll be
315.
about close to what 500,
Close to
500.
Excuse me,
And then
507.
after that, so he won't like that's that. So he's not it.
So if
it's
he's-
gonna be like I said that. Damn, it might be.
No, it could be
it'll
Tatum,
be.
Anthony Edwards.
It'll be Ant-Man because Ant-Man just signed 219, 2 something.
Yeah.
240. It just went up with that
Yeah,
extra
because he's
41.
22. So it's him that Wemby that'd be the first probably billionaires or whoever's going to be coming in right around now.
Yeah.
They be the $1 billion players on the
probably
court.
more. Wemby probably more than anybody else, probably.
And Rashad, you talked about
Yeah, because this first deal is $55 million, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's bread time. You talked about this show and helping the growth of the league. So just had to announce to you guys we are also all eligible for Supermax extensions from Underdog Fantasy. So break some bread.
Supermax.
They're like, yeah, we got the Max Magic Johnson deals.
We hit the games minimum.
We got the 20 year.
20 mil.
We officially hit the games minimum today. And then lastly, obviously with this new deal, TNT getting pushed out the paint means the end of Inside the NBA after next season. We talked about it last week, but
They're gonna land on one of them, so they'll be all right.
or we just take their corners over.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they've been together forever. I'm just saying, you know how that shit go. They ain't just gonna get rid of them dudes and they been on TV.
Who, TNT?
for all that long. Yeah, they.
I mean, Charles can go to,
Charles can dip. He's got to opt out. I think Ernie's the only one who.
you know what I'm saying? He can go to college, right?
But they gonna have trust me. They ain't going nowhere.
Basketball night in America.
But some of them got smart. I think
Tony Dungy.
You know, because if you look at Shaq's podcast, he started in December, right? When was that first cut? When damn near half when everybody got cut, right? So when it got summer, Club Shay, Stephen A. Smith, everybody, all of them got smart and realized they needed a safety net. Right, so we're gonna use, like JJ, I have this platform, I have my own platform. I'm gonna use this, build the audience off of this big, so if something ever happens to me, I have my core audience and I can survive until I find my next move, right? And some of them didn't look at that warning.
Yeah.
Right, it's you're gonna need different platforms, so when they cut your legs off, you still got another leg to stand on. And then build this, and then hey, look who I am right now. You want to rehire me? Let's go back up. Like
Move around podcast coming soon.
Yeah, and you got some stuff in the works. But for all the other analysts out there that want to be analysts, you come on over to Death Row.
Facts.
Make your offer you can't refuse. All right, let's get into. We had Western Conference Finals Game 1 last night. So on Sunday, after the Wolves overcame a 20-point second-half deficit to dethrone the defending champion Nuggets in Denver, Ant let it be known who he wanted to guard in the Western Conference Finals.
It's gonna be fun, man. My matchup gonna be Kyrie, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna see what I can do versus him.
So Ant later said that him and all defensive pick Jaden McDaniels will be spending time guarding both Luka and Kyrie. Well, in game 1, Luka and Kyrie showed Ant-Man he was barking up the wrong tree. So Kyrie was cooking in the first half, scoring 24 of his 30 points to keep the Mavs within striking distance. Kyrie was 11 for 14 in the first 2 quarters of the game. Jaden McDaniels was getting it done offensively for the Wolves with 19 points in the first half. He was 5 for 6 from 3 in that half. Game was back and forth with 14 lead changes. Things got turned up in the second half. Early in the fourth quarter, the Mavs were down 5. Luka took over, scoring 7 straight points. It's part of a 13-0 Mavs run to take an 8-point lead with a little over 7 minutes remaining. Luka scored 15 of his 33 points in the final period. Wolves came clawing back. Cat and Ant-Man hit back-to-back threes to give Minnesota a 4-point lead. Then Luka and PJ Washington returned the favor with a pair of threes of their own.
Let's go.
I think it was gonna hit the rim. I think it was gonna hit the rim.
Yeah, so with the Wolves down 4 with under 10 seconds remaining, Nas Reed tipped in a cap to cut it to 2, and then Cat had that
Okay, I've never jumped that high.
that offensive goaltending.
Yeah, that's what I've never
would've
jumped that
I'll tell
high.
you what he did, right? If you really look at it, he grabbed it. He could have normally just dunked the ball right in, right? He grabbed it, held it for a minute, then dunked it back in. So to make it look like it was off the rim.
So what's the rule?
It looked like it was gonna hit the rim.
So they say it was still in the cylinder. But I mean, from this angle, it's tough to see. But when you see when he grabbed
when
it,
he
it looks
grabs,
like
you see where it is.
Yeah. See,
It
like
was gonna hit
right
the
there.
rim.
Yeah, you
so.
can-
Like right there, it looks like it's all out the cylinder, but
So it's not.
Because Derrick
It's still
Jones
in
could
it.
have jumped and grabbed it, right?
Okay, so when
See,
he
it
touches it,
It's
Right.
outside the cylinder right
He ain't got his
there.
hand on it yet.
so
Right there.
It's gonna hit the rim.
but
so,
is it though?
wait, so if it hits the rim, that's considered a cylinder.
It was gonna hit the rim when it was coming back down, right?
And that
It was
cylinder
gonna
goes all
hit
the way up,
rim.
right?
Yeah, it probably would have hit the rim. So that's not
He can't
allowed.
touch- No, he can't grab it.
So it looks tough from both those angles, but it still is like from that overhead angle. It
That's why
looks
he
like it
grabbed
goes
it.
out of it. But
That's
where
why
he
he grabbed
catches
it first instead of just dunking right back in. He grabs it first.
And the other question,
look.
it don't look like it would have bounced back in if he didn't touch it.
It was gonna bounce out.
Yeah, but
It was gonna hit the lip of the rim and bounce out.
it just-
Also, it's not. So I see. That's what I said. I never jumped that high to have these problems, right? I ain't got to worry about that. So that's your expertise.
Yeah, I just grab it off and just try to throw it, but yeah.
So Luka and Kyrie combined for 63 points. Luka had 33, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, 3 steals. Kai had 35 rebounds and 4 assists. PJ Washington had 13, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Derek Lively had 9 points, 11 rebounds, 2 blocks. Cat, Ant, and Gobert were combined 0 for 10 with Lively as their primary defender, just food for thought. So Ant-Man had 19, 11 rebounds, 8 assists, but he was 6 for 16 from the field, 5 for 12 from 3. Like I said earlier, McDaniels cooking had 24 and 4 rebounds, third straight 20-point game. Cat had 16 points. What?
Okay, go ahead. No,
What you saying?
No, go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
Cat had 16 points, but was 6 for 20 from the field, 2 for 9 from 3. Gobert at 12 and 7. Nasri came off the bench with 15. So Mavs got their first Game 1 win in the Jason Kidd era. They were previously 0-5 coming into this game. They improved to 5-2 on the road this postseason. So after the game, Kyrie was asked about Ant's comments before the series started.
Kyrie, you at home minding your business the other night.
What about it?
You with your beautiful family just chilling, probably having a nice meal, and then the young fella says, I got Kyrie. So, and you said, excuse me?
Yeah.
And he said it again. He said, I got Kyrie.
Yeah.
That's the most aggressive you've been in a long time.
Yes, sir.
I know that had to irk you a little bit.
Yeah, use it as a motivation. You know, when I was sitting at home and I saw it, I was like, it's just a nod of respect. And that no fear mentality that he has is why I love him as a competitor and why I love him as a person. But when we're on that court, I know he's gonna give his all. I'm gonna give him my all. And at the end of the game, you know, it's all love. And we're in between those lines. He knows what it is, and I know what it is.
So what lesson did Ant-Man and the Wolves learn in Game 1?
The same lesson I learned when I said something about Dwayne Wade. Some people you just got to shut your mouth about because they take that shit personal. But, you know, like we said it here, like we knew that was going to trigger someone like Kyrie, and it showed in the first half. Like right now, if you think about if Kyrie would have started the first half like he started every game before that comment, y'all would have probably been up 20. But the fact that he took it personal and he showed you and held them together the first half with 20-something points. Like telling Kobe, I'm gonna shut you down. I'm a Kobe stopper. And think about them people. Now I'm a Kobe stopper. I'm a Jordan stopper.
Rashad, I see you shaking your head.
That wasn't the energy that he gave off. He challenged. He took the challenge. I mean, if we all watched the game, right? All right, Dallas had a scheme. Every time Ant-Man caught the balls, elbows and boxes, we ain't letting you get off on your shit and damn near double teaming you every time you make a drive. The effort he had to put in offensively and defensively is something he wasn't used to. And that's why he got gassed out in the fourth. Now you look at Dallas defense, how they could take breaks and conserve their energy for the offense. It was a great scheme. I don't think Minnesota planned to scheme on Kyrie and Luka until the fourth quarter when they got going. They was one-on-one matchup throughout the whole game. So when you look at how Ant-Man has to guard and McDaniels has to guard with no help, and we just the defensive team, and we just gonna see what we can do with these guys by ourselves, it did not fucking work.
Yeah.
Right? So then you look at the other side, Kyrie not guarding Ant-Man, head up, exerting energy, so he don't have that energy at the end of the game to have 30. So that's why, to me, when I look at the matchups, it's like, yeah, Kai, you could be irked and be challenged by that, but it's like if you're not going to go down and guard him the way he's guarding you, the scheme saves you.
But is it smart on the math side?
If you tell me you're about to lock me up.
He didn't say that. He didn't say nothing about no locking up. He said, I'm going to have to guard Kyrie. That's all he said.
And I scored 24 in the first half. The fuck are you talking about the fourth quarter for?
You're doing what you're supposed to do.
Get 24 points put on you.
Doing what you're supposed to do, but you're saving yourself on defense too.
That wasn't the question. He didn't say, I want him to guard me. The challenge is I'm stopping him because you're the defensive player. Okay, did it work?
I have to take the challenge because I'm the best player on my team.
Okay, cool.
Just like any other best player on your team. Kobe took the challenge on LeBron, on D-Wade, on Paul Pierce, and all of those guys.
But if it didn't work,
you have to recalibrate and go do something.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Should he have shut the fuck up?
No, it ain't got nothing to do with shut the fuck up. It got everything to do with your defensive strategy.
It didn't work.
Exactly. They got to go and do something different. It ain't got nothing to do with Ant saying what he's saying. It's got everything to do with the team.
If I'm averaging
elbows and boxes next time.
If I'm averaging 4 points in the first half, every game, and you say you're going to stop me, and I scored 24 points a year and a half, obviously what you said triggered me.
He never said he was going to stop you.
He
never said anything like that.
You publicly say you're going to guard
Irving has to step up and stop averaging 4 points in the first half because it's the fucking finals, not because somebody challenged him. Period. He knows what the fuck time it is. I gotta cut it up.
But what I'm saying is you're trying to change what he said. He's saying he heard
changing what he said.
He said, I heard what he said, motherfucker, I took it.
Well, you're changing what he said.
So Kyrie was averaging 7 points per game in the first half.
Well, let's put
7 points per game in the first half.
Let's put the puzzle together, right? So the narrative against Denver is that Anthony Edwards locked down Jamal Murray. Yes, no?
Mm-hmm. That's what he said.
No, I'm saying the narrative. I didn't say what he said. I said the narrative. Like, listen to what I'm saying, young fella. The narrative out there with media and everything is that Anthony Edwards is this hell of a defender, right? And that he shut down Jamal Murray during that round.
Yeah.
Right? That's the narrative. So that's where the question stems from. You played hell of a defense on Jamal Murray this round. Got Dallas, Kyrie gonna be my matchup, this, that, and the third. Said he used his motivation. But the narrative is out there that he's this hell of a defender. So that's why it's being brought up by Charles and everybody being talked about, because the narrative out there that Anthony Edwards is this hell of an on-ball defender and that somehow, some way he was going to be able to do the same thing that he did to Jamal Murray that he was going to do to Kyrie Irving. And we sit here on this couch on Tuesday and said, with that mentality, like you can't go say that publicly and you're going to have to exert that much energy having to play this guy. And it showed its ugly head in the first game. So the narrative is out there that he's this hell of a defender and that he was going to do the same thing to Kyrie that he did to Jamal Murray. And we said no.
Don't do that.
And but he's not the same player as Jamal Murray. That's the thing, right? Jamal Murray don't handle the ball like Kyrie. He's not as crafty as Kyrie. He don't move as gracefully as Kyrie. And you was dealing with an injury. So
we're dealing with that.
Yeah, so it's not the same matchup. It's not the same animal, like we said on Tuesday. It's just not. So you can't go into it with that mentality. Is that you got to let the game play out for like itself and not be so railed up to play defense against this dude because it's exhausting, right? You over doing all this trying to stop him and you're not gonna do it. You're just not. Like, you wearing yourself up to play defense against this dude. And you play your regular defense that you've been playing and not have to be that excited about guarding him because you still got to go do it on the other end.
Yeah, for sure.
Right. So the narrative out there is that he was going to stop him. Well, play better defense on than anybody has.
So in the one game that Luka and Kyrie played against the Wolves in the regular season, I think they combined for 69 points. The Mavs won that game. But do we feel like, obviously, Ant coming off of winning the Game 7, feeling himself, just dethroned the defending champ. Did anything he say could be perceived as disrespect?
Play the clip again.
No.
Paulo, could you play the Ant-Man clip again, please? Just for reference?
It's gonna be fun, man. You know, my matchup gonna be Kyrie, so that's gonna be fun. We're gonna see what I can do versus him.
So let's play the whole interview.
Do first him.
Yeah.
My matchup is gonna be Kyrie.
Because the narrative out there is that he's this great, that what he just, because they talking about the whole thing. Coming off playing Jamal Murray.
It's like you don't want to get.
It's the same thing.
Why are you upset that he took it personal, dog?
Why are you upset that I'm upset? Why are you upset that I'm upset? Why can't I just be fucking upset? Why you gotta jump in? You want to jump in and choke me out because I'm over here like I don't like that shit. That's crazy. That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
I'm breaking down why I don't like it.
Yeah. We still haven't heard. You keep going to the fourth quarter like
I'm breaking down why I don't like it. You're being protected, not playing the same kind of defense he playing because the Minnesota Timberwolves is not scheming. They're playing straight up.
Okay.
No, they scheme.
The Dallas Mavericks are scheming.
No.
So you can stop Ant-Man on the other end.
The scheme is that drop shit. If you was listening to the game and all that shit, that scheme shit is that drop shit. And that drop shit not gonna work like we said in this bitch on Tuesday. Listen, man, Rudy Gobert ain't gonna be a factor because of how they gotta play because he's a liability. If they don't get up on the screens with him, they ain't got a chance at hell. Because Luka and Kyrie just gonna pick and probe until they get him where they want him and they gonna exploit the matchups.
What was the score?
So Mavericks won.
By how much?
By 3 points.
No,
3 points.
what was the score is,
Mavs
this was the point of the score.
Mavs won.
Someone said that I can't wait for this matchup. The guy he said it to was averaging 7 in the first half. 7 points in the first half. He heard what you said. And for the first time, he was ultra aggressive in the first half.
It's not the first time.
He averages 7 points in the first half, not the first quarter, first half. He scored 24. Okay? Everybody, history shows when you publicly call out another player, that player hears it, and that player shows up.
So 24 for Kyrie was the most in a first half this postseason. He also had 16 against the Clippers in Game 4 in 21 minutes.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, I'm just.
Right? Everybody who said, hey, I'm stopping, when they came out publicly and said, I'm stopping Kobe. Huh? What do you do? See, what you want to do is, this is what you want to do. You want to call me out, right? I bust your ass, and then you're like, why you ain't guarding me? Well, fucker, I didn't call you out. You said you was ready to challenge me. You was ready for this excitement. I gave you all the excitement. Did you come to did you buy your ticket to the circus, goddammit? Because I'm about to show you
play the clip one more time for this nigga?
It's gonna be fun, man. You know, my matchup gonna be Kyrie, so that's gonna be fun.
My matchup is gonna be Kyrie.
It's gonna be fun.
Was it?
My matchup, yeah, it was definitely fun. He almost had a triple-double. He had to go get, he had to keep his team in the game another way.
Was it fun? I'm pretty sure 24 in the first half didn't seem so fun.
It don't seem fun when motherfuckers love an individual matchup. When you love a team game, it was a great game throughout and through. Kyrie showed up and did what the fuck he's supposed to do. He's Kyrie Irving. Yeah. Luka Doncic did what the fuck he's supposed to do. Ooh. Everybody did their job.
Okay.
Just ended up that they lost by 3.
We're not talking about
we're not talking about I don't like the way that they lost because they could have still won the game because if they win the game, are we saying about that? You got cooked.
He didn't say
you got cooked by Kyrie. Nobody give a fuck about that.
He didn't say
You get cooked.
Yeah.
If you get cooked, you get cooked. That's the problem with the NBA. You're scared to get cooked. And Edwards ain't scared to get cooked.
But that's not what we're talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, you're talking about something different then. We're not talking about if he was scared to get cooked or not. We're saying that what he said, it didn't work out for him. That's all we're saying.
It did work
Just like they said on there.
It did work out for him.
I know.
It worked out for him.
They lost, bro.
It worked out for
They
him.
lost and he lost.
They get to make an adjustment.
They lost.
Cool.
They get to make an adjustment.
Maybe on his adjustment speed, it might be a little different.
They lost.
It didn't work out for the team. It worked out for Ant-Man to get to see that he don't need to play like that no more.
They lost.
He don't need to play like that.
So that means what you're talking about, it didn't work. So maybe next time he might say something different. Right? You're trying to argue about next time.
If they won the game, that means Ant-Man's going to continue to play the same way.
They did.
But that's what I'm saying. You're arguing about something you lost, nigga. That's it. There's nothing you can argue about next time. Maybe he might be okay, cool.
Okay.
So we asked the chat, did Kyrie answer Ant-Man's challenge? 91% said yes, but Rashad, I got it.
Is it obvious?
You always trying to infringe upon my hosting duties. No, I'm just kidding. Is it obvious? Gil, you about to spill more water on your shirt, fucking around.
My shit just dried up.
So I'm good. I know. I've been keeping the tally going. Let's all stick together.
This boy's crazy.
This is a great cop. But let's get more into it. And Rashad, I understand what you're saying.
Nobody ever understands what I'm saying.
I see all.
Nobody ever understands.
And embrace the challenge of guarding Kyrie. Were you expecting Kyrie to guard and back? Because I think that map scheme of not doing that.
No, I wasn't. They have to protect their. They don't play one-on-one defense. And they've already been assumed to not play good one-on-one defense.
Well, that's called good coaching. That's called good
throughout
coaching.
The season.
Shit, I know I got two liabilities.
Penalized for playing bad defense. It was because they wasn't playing good team defense.
Well, they got two liabilities.
But the Minnesota Timberwolves played good individual defense throughout the season. Yeah. And this is not a team that you can do that with. Because they got two of the best one-on-one offensive players in the league. You can't do that. You got to change up.
Yeah, they got to change that drop cover shot.
Whatever they got to change, they got to change.
They got to change that drop cover. I'm going to tell you that shit right now.
Are you Wolves going to have to go smaller in the series, or just Gobert going to need to
either one or two things going to have to happen.
I don't know what I'm talking about, man.
Either you going to have to demand this motherfucker to be up on the screen, Rudy Gobert and Cat, Nasri, whoever your bigs is, you're going to have to put two on them and make Lively, I'm saying when they made Lively make plays at the free throw line, and Gafford, it wasn't that successful. But you letting these dudes turn the corner and play one-on-one, come downhill, it's a problem, man. It is a problem, because you got two of them. Like, it ain't like you got one guy that you got to scheme for this shit for. They can swing that bitch and he's coming down. It's an issue. It's an issue, and he's not, historically, he hasn't been up on the pick and roll. So they know this. You listen to Kyrie said after, Draymond said it, everybody like, no. Van Gundy saying it during the game, like that drop coverage ain't it, man.
Oh yeah, they're gonna put Rudy out. They shouldn't be playing Rudy and Anderson in at the same time, because that's two people we don't have to guard, so we can just pack the lane.
Yeah. Well, Kyle did. I mean, he had 11 in the game, was big in the first quarter, but I understand what you're saying.
Kyle Anderson.
Get offensive rebound, put it back in. But from the jump shot, I mean, you can throw that knuckleball all you want. I don't give a fuck about that. The fact that he shot 5 of them is crazy.
We're going to keep letting him shoot it.
Yeah, well, he shot 3. I think it's 3.
Whatever it is.
It don't matter. Just keep it.
We're going to shoot it. It's better him shooting that bitch than Anthony Edwards shooting that motherfucker. I can tell you that much right now.
He was 5 for 8. Kyle was 5 for 8, 1 for 3 from 3.
Hey, he going to have, hey.
Yeah, but
in the playoff series, so the ball, we're going to make the ball find him.
And that's, what you guys always talk about. Guy might get some confidence early, but
absolutely. Please,
hey, go ahead, keep going.
I hope you go 4 for 6 in the first half from 3. Please do. Because guess what? You're going to have to shoot 12 of them in the second half.
So let's talk about something else in that game. So Ant, 22 years old, coming off that Game 7 against the Nuggets, playing in Denver altitude, obviously feeling himself like any 22-year-old would after beating the defending champs, but appeared gassed in the second half.
Oh, really?
And talked about it after the game.
Oh. We came out flat today.
That's surprising.
And then we found our energy, then we went back to being flat, so I think it was just on us. Everything was on us today. I didn't get downhill as much. Just stuff like that. We was just a little tired, probably.
So, Cat also said that the Wolves were tired.
The fuck he tired for?
You think it's 22.
I can understand him being tired because, he poked the bear. I can understand that because he got to play offense and defense now. Cat, but who you guarding? Who the fuck you guard? This ain't Jokic. This is a whole different series. Ant-Man has to play real D because he has 2 dudes to guard.
I don't buy that you tired shit. You just ran around and played in that altitude in Denver like that at 22 years old and chasing Jamal Murray around and playing it. Like, that I'm tired shit, no.
No. But I get it here because he's bouncing from Luka and Kyrie. I can get Carl Anthony, you had to guard Jokic. Right? Cool. Who the fuck you guarding in this to be tired? Who you guarding in this series to be tired?
You should be tired, boss.
You should be fresh to the motherfucker out there. Cause you ain't got nobody, there ain't nobody bumping you. That you got a 6'6" small forward, damn near guard, guarding you, and you got
and you stand in the perimeter, you shot 9 threes.
Yeah, 9 out of his 20 shots were threes.
9 out of your 20 shots were threes, and you stand in the perimeter, motherfucker. You ain't down there banging and
this ain't. This man is guarding damn near.
Rashad, you have some thoughts, it appears.
Guard PJ Washington.
Did he say we or me? Did Cat say we was tired or did he say I was tired?
I think he said we as a collective, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but
so Cat could not be tired because he'd be like, I was fresh. We as a team look tired. We look tired.
He said the Wolves were tired and Cat were combined 12 for 36 from the
What
field
did he say
again.
exactly?
We will hunt it down.
We was tired? I mean, yeah. Motherfuckers usually like they look tired out there, boss. I'm fresh.
Said didn't play with enough energy, just looked tired. He was using we's and not me's. And, yeah.
Well,
We is
We, you.
Everybody become Frenchmen.
Yeah, what's wrong with France?
I'm just saying.
Great country.
So, but my thing
Baguettes.
is, I understand, like, but the game was close, right? It wasn't like they came out and got blew out. I could understand them saying that shit if that would have happened. If they would have came out and get dog stumped by 20, I could understand like it was a letdown. We just came off a tough game 7 and like I understand that, but it was a close game, so.
And it feels like a game that could have went either way. You guys always say game ones are the easiest ones for a team to steal. It's not like the Wolves. I mean, they got a lot of positives they can take from this. When your two best players are 12 for 36 from the field, I think they shot 11 for 19 from the free throw line. Cat with obviously that tip in goes his way. We may be looking at a different ball game, but they did not win. So the
How
game is a
many
game.
dumb plays we gonna see at the end of games during this playoffs?
You have one in particular?
No, just all. It just has been a note.
Even the Mavs inbound with the timeout. With the 8 seconds, you know what I mean?
And the foul, like Green foul the dude on the 3, like.
Yeah.
Like how many times, dude? Like y'all, it's happened entirely too much in these playoffs. Like it's wild.
Who's the bigger team here? Wolves, right? By far, right? It's not even close, right? Because on Dallas, Luka's the second biggest player on the court.
Behind Gafford, right?
Yeah, behind Gafford or Lively when he's playing. So he's the second.
How tall is Derrick Jones?
6'6".
Yeah.
6'7".
His arms.
Yeah, just long arms.
Damn, I thought he was taller than that.
Right, so how do y'all have 49 threes? How is the team that's supposed to dominate inside have 49 threes and the smaller team is saying, yeah, y'all weak down? That was the problem. The problem is you guys are a great defensive team. We didn't beat you with threes. We came inside, beat you inside with paint points. Where Rudy is and Cat is. We came to your house and got to the free throw line and attacked that rim when we're the small team and we're supposed to be shooting all the threes.
So Mavs had 62 paint points to the Wolves 38 in the game.
That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense where if you're a smaller team, you're gonna, try to keep them out of the lane. Where that's where, just you're supposed to post up and.
But if you're the smaller team getting.
The smaller team getting inside seems a little weird for a team that has shot blockers and defenders down there. It's a lot of contradiction on.
Yeah, but I mean, you look at the Wolves.
Film and do something different. I can tell you that shit.
Two of their bigs, and Cat and Nas Reed played more like.
It's like they're paper defenders, Is that a word? Paper champs, paper defenders.
Number 1 defense in the league in the regular
It seems like it's all paper because.
Yeah, they better do something different. Look at this tape, because they got to make a decision what they're going to do about this pick and roll shit. I'm telling you right now.
Hey, you remember yesterday you was talking about true percentage, right? You remember that bullshit? Hey, can y'all do a true percentage shooting on 18 for 49 from the 3? How much does that turn into? Because I know they only scored 105. Because I know they took 53s out of damn 90 shots. That seems weird. Like, how does that work? Are they, How does that turn into twos?
It translates to like around 55%.
55% if they took all twos? Well, God.
Not if, just what.
God
If you just count a field goal as 2 points.
Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
You watched the game?
I watched it on 3 TVs.
I watched it twice.
What was Dallas in like a zone? Did you call it a zone?
Had the bigs back and said that
You call it a
he
zone?
experienced it.
Where
First 2 series, he felt like the big was up.
Pass, shot, with no real big presence. There was no flash to the middle. There was no high-low. There was no none of that. So it was really come off the pick and roll. We'll match it. We'll switch it. We'll all drop when you do that. Now you got to swing it. Now you got to swing it. Now you got to shoot it. That's what it looked like to me. So that's why I think that they shot a lot of threes is because the scheme worked.
And he missed a lot of shots too, but he missed a lot of shots he could have made.
Because, like, I'm going to tell you the mind of where this is coming from. They got one playmaker. One. We make him get off the ball. How we going to play him? We're going to go in to make him shoot jump shots, threes. We got one playmaker. We're not worried about Mike Conley beating us off the bounce. We're not worried about Alexander beating us off the bounce. We're not worried about McDaniels beating us off the bounce. We're not worried about Kyle Anderson beating us off the bounce. We're not worried about Cat posting up. We're not worried about Rudy posting up. The only threat really offensively that they have out there that's a matchup problem is Nas Reed. So J. Kidd is playing this shit like he's looking at it and like, okay, this like Rashad was saying, they was boxing elbows, they passing motherfuckers off and they making them other dudes stand and just fire threes up. So, and they gonna live and die by the three or they gonna have to do something different. Like, it's...
So you said they can do high-low, right? That'll work?
I don't know if it'll work, but they didn't look at it.
They should. So whose fault is that?
I didn't say it was nobody's fault.
I'm just asking whose fault?
I guess it was the Timberwolves' fault.
Chris
But, you know, Dallas is known for playing the zone.
They 49 threes. I mean,
they've been playing zone for a long time.
I'm weird.
So let me ask y'all a
When does
question.
zone come in?
Do y'all think, I don't have no idea.
Right, them zone came in around like what 2003, right? And right, they zoned in, right? And we didn't sit there and waste our time shooting a bunch of jump shots. We knew how to get to where the fuck we was gonna get to.
Do y'all think they gonna blame this, like if they lose the West Coast, are they gonna blame the coaching situation on dude not being on the front and being able?
Did they blame it for?
That's what I'm asking. But you know how me to do that.
Yeah.
Who? The Timberwolves coach, Finch not being able to be upright.
He got the impractical joker's microphone.
So try to.
Nah, because they were 2 possessions away from winning.
I'm with you, but overall, I'm saying the series.
I think they're doing a good job of mediating because I see them behind the bench talking. You know what I'm saying? I see them.
Are we too down on the Wolves? Because Charlotte, you say it's a 3-point game.
No.
I'm
Nobody's down.
Not down on, but
it was a very winnable game.
That's the point. Yeah.
Are they gonna win a series? Yeah.
But the thing is,
You think the Wolves are gonna win the series?
I don't, because I think the Mavericks gonna beat them, bro.
You think they're gonna shoot this bad? 49. I mean, they lost by 2.
Did you see what I just said, Gil?
Yeah, I heard what you said.
They're not gonna listen. The way J. Kidd is playing them, just watch it again, bro. They got one playmaker. They got one, and how they guarding him in the pick and rolls. They switching it, switch boxes and elbows. Them dudes ain't. Then they closing out the dude's body, making them they not playmakers off the bounce.
I know.
And Kyrie and listen, them dudes had 63, right? Tim Hardaway didn't play well. PJ Washington didn't play well.
So Tim Hardaway don't even play.
But I'm saying he didn't.
No, he don't even play no more. He only played like 5-10 minutes.
He played 10 minutes a game.
But he didn't get no looks. But I'm saying,
Did not take a shot.
He didn't take a shot. PJ Washington played. That's impressive for Tim Hardaway.
It looked like Tim Hardaway is proving a point now.
Well, that's impressive for him.
That's what I'm saying. It looks like he's like if you look at the last series and they haven't been playing him, it looks like he's purposely
Who's hurt?
fucked him.
Who's hurt?
No, he came back, but I'm saying he looked like yo, you ain't gonna give me no shot. It looked like he gave up. I don't know.
Well, that dude's playing well, but I think Dallas gonna beat them.
I think the adjustments need to happen on the Minnesota Timberwolves side defensively before we could say who can do what. Because if you don't adjust to what Luka and Kyrie doing, we're looking at the scores being the same, but the outcome being. When the Mavs won the game, it was because Luka hit that shot on McDaniels with what? 30 seconds left?
On the right or left?
On the right.
The three.
Step back.
That step back three.
No, the jumper.
The
right?
jumper.
The
The two.
went right.
That shit was a dagger. right? Because that was right after Cat just got called for the goaltending. So that was a tie game. It's like if that don't happen, it's a tie game.
Yeah.
So you're looking at that possession changes. Luka makes that move because we're up 2. This can seal the deal. So I'm looking at it like, all right, if you get a stop right there, if Luka misses that shot, we got another chance to tie the game instead of actually saying we got a foul now. Like it's the differences between getting a good stop and having a great offensive player, which goes back to my thing with Ant-Man challenging Kyrie because he knows McDaniels has to take Luka. It's the better player. Like, you got to take that challenge. I don't think Luka wanted that smoke with Luka.
Luka cooked McDaniels.
And he cooked him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Joker. Joker gonna cook whoever in front of him. Kyrie gonna cook. If you wake him up, he gonna cook you even more than he would in the fourth quarter without him scoring in the first half. You gonna lose this battle anyway if you're going head up. But if you attack it the way that the Mavs attacked it, they're gonna have a tougher chance. And that's how I'm looking at the adjustments for the T-Wolves is make the adjustments based on what they're doing now, not what you can do.
So what you just said, right? We're saying the same thing, but like the swing. So if Ant get off of right up to toe, just say like if Minnesota was to try to play the same scheme defensively that Dallas did, right? It doesn't work. It worked because you can swing it to Kyrie or you can swing it to Luka. Now they got another playmaker, which Minnesota don't have. Right?
But for those two, if we work it on both of them, we depending on Derrick Jones to hit shots, PJ to hit shots.
They shooting that bitch.
They are, but we're gonna have to live with.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying? Because remember the 2 games that they had, big games.
Yeah, but it's
in the OKC. OKC tried that same scheme and they hit shots, so they had to get out of it.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things you gotta live with. You can't allow those guys to just be.
I'm not worrying about. I don't think Timberwolves is worried about it. It's like we lost 3 and we shot horrible, right? If they're going to keep playing his zone, we're not going to keep shooting 18 for 49, right? If we shoot 20 for 49, we win this game, right? So the fact that we shot really bad, Ant-Man played really bad, our 2 best players played bad, their 2 players played great, and we only lost by 3, kind of gives me some hope.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like, if they would have lost by 20, then there. But the fact that we shot horrible, you played horrible, and we only lost by 3. If that dunk go in, it probably changes the game. I don't see them panicking right now. So we'll see. Like I
play better, they don't do. But the fact that you lost game 1 at home in the Western Conference Final,
we could have.
It was saying.
What's so funny?
By 20, by 3, it doesn't.
It was 1 shot away from being a blowout twice, right? Like Timberwolves was up 11, 12, 1 shot. Luka takes 1 bad step back. We're looking at a 20-point blowout, right? So the fact that that's what I said. It's like at the right time that motherfucker gets smart.
Yes.
Right? At the right time, it's like he can sense, like, oh, this, let me drive.
Yeah.
Right? He just took 2 bad step backs and he's like, all right, let me drive and take 2 drives, get a little and 1, floater, boom. Now they down 5 again. Then here comes a 3. Now they down 2. It's like, at the right time, goddammit, you take.
And it's a learning curve for Ant-Man if you really think about everything that you said in the beginning. When you take the challenge and you exert all that anxiety, energy, trying to stop Kyrie instead of just playing solid defense. And you look at the end of the game when he was gassed, we needed that downhill energy from you. We didn't have it because you're trying to stop Kyrie. That's why Kai knows the edge. He slows the game down. Oh, you trying to stop me. Can't nobody stop me. But if you play with the energy of containing me, that will give you yourself some energy. I think Ant-Man goes back to the drawing board and say, I can't be so anxious to try to stop him or block the shot or make everyone see me as a great defensive player and just play the angles, play the energy. I don't need all that because now I'm depleted. Like he was walking back to the timeout, like really gassed.
Well, 22 years old. I'm just saying,
you better back your ass up and pick him up after half court.
All that full court shit.
Yeah.
Because it's a learning curve for him. That's what I'm saying. He got to learn that.
You better. Trust me, man. You can't come.
If you think about yourself, let Kylie pick his ass up. Get him a little tired, then I'll pick him up at the half.
Obviously, Ant came in again feeling himself as he should. With everything he's been able to accomplish this postseason, I think learned a valuable lesson. But Kenyon, like you said, Wolves tricking this game off, but based on how that previous series against the Nuggets played out, do you think it's a big deal for them? If they go up 2-0, lose 3 straight, win 2 more?
Stakes are
significantly higher, but just
trust me, been there, bruh. Like these games, man. Right now, 1 point, 20 point, it don't matter, man. It does not matter how you get it.
Yep.
How it looks, it doesn't matter. On whose floor, it doesn't matter, man. Only that win and that loss at this point, it's the first of 4. I got a game up on you now.
Stole one.
So now I'm playing with house money going into game 2. And heaven forbid, they had 63 between 2 of them. Easily, we know one of them boys can go for 45 at any given day. And don't let PJ Washington come out and go for 20. Dude, you play. See, you gotta treat this shit like, yeah, okay, we was right there. We this 7 game. No, fuck that. It's not. It's 1 game. The next one that matters, it's a 1 game series. Each game is a 1 game series. That's the game that's important. Like, treat it as if we don't win this, it ain't no tomorrow.
Yep.
It's a big deal. Okay, it was 3-point loss. Yeah, okay. A lot of positive we did. Yeah. And guess what the Mavericks are saying? The exact same thing that y'all are saying.
No, we didn't play that.
We didn't play that great. We can be better than these areas. We stole one. We can do this better. We can do this. Yep. Even though we had 62 points in the paint, we didn't shoot well from the 3. We can do. Trust me, they saying the exact same thing. So I don't mess around with that. Yeah, okay, we should learn. No, hey, man, it's pressure time. Because we won in Denver. This is not Denver. This is a whole different series. It's a whole different coach. It's a whole different animal over here. Chances corrected in game 2, absolutely. But all that, it's a long series shit. I don't buy into that at all. For me, it's a 1 game series. Each game is a 1 game series. So how are we gonna play this game right here? Who gonna get the best of this game right here that we about to play?
So I see the matchup in comparison to the Denver series, like we talk about. The big guard matchup that Timberwolves had, which is why Cat and Gobert was gassed and more tired than they should have been because they had to guard Joker. Then you got MPJ, who was a threat. Then you got Murray, who is a threat. These are 3 guys, right? So the Timberwolves now are just worried about 2 guys and ain't no big that they really got to worry about. So it's a different matchup where it's like if these guys have off shooting nights, we win by 20. If Kyrie and Luka have an off shooting night, it's a 20-point victory. So is it that you guys are not playing good enough defense on them, or you're not putting enough pressure on them, or you're not putting their team in a situation where they got to depend on the other guys? Because you're gonna put them in a position where, like you said, they can go for 40 any given night, and if you continue to play defense the way you was playing the night before, that's what's gonna happen. They'll win the series based on the bigs not having to be a factor. We can keep Cat and Gobert and Naz Reid out of the whole equation because we're playing where they got to shoot 3s all game. They're not even going to the post.
So this is the thing. I think Cat is one-dimensional. You know what he wanted to do. Rudy is a non-factor. McDaniels he's getting there, but he's still, like I said, the only one that has multiple things they can do is Anthony Edwards, right?
Naz Reid a little bit.
And Naz Reid. If Luka is not making 3s, you know where he's going.
Yep.
If Kyrie 3s is not falling, you know, Luka shoots more 3s than Kyrie, of course. But Kai's going to shoot some, but he's not relying on that 3 ball, so you know he's going to. So if his mid-range ain't falling, he's going to try to get to the basket. He's going to try to get to the line. So they have more ways to attack you and put them in different ways to be successful with different motions, whether I think Minnesota is limited in their approach. So I think that like those differences is why I think Dallas is going to win this series, because they have more ways to attack you, whether those guys are making shots or not.
Yeah.
So and and you got them believing now that they defending. If you look at a few possessions last night, Luka was ISO'd one-on-one. He was moving his feet, bumped him, boom, boom. I was like, it ain't, listen, dog, as long as you give me an honest effort and you don't just let somebody blow by you, you don't give us a chance to help, I'm cool with the way he defended. Him and Kai.
Look, coach,
they
not
trying.
to play defense.
I'm trying, so now we can help you, right?
Confident.
You try, we can help. Yeah. You just let me blow by you, let the dude blow by you, now we ain't got no help.
Yeah.
So make him turn at least 1 or 2 times, we good.
Yeah.
You did your job.
Contest every shot.
Can you talk about this Luka and Kyrie crew being able to go 60 to 70 points, but it don't got to be 30-30, right?
No,
if I'm Luka, I can go 40. Kai, you give me 20. That's
my guard. Listen, that's usually it. My guard play, give me anything from 50 to 70. Combined for them two, was it probably 10 to 15 assists between the two. Between the two, 12, 13 rebounds. From your guard play?
It depends on the night.
As I said, that's your guard play. If you expect that right there, anywhere from, that's their numbers from your backcourt. And then trickle down the rest of it.
Yeah.
So Luka and Kyrie first duo to each score 30 in their first conference finals game together since Steph and KD. What should be the Wolves' game plan to slow down Luka and Kyrie?
You have to play the pick and roll there. I said it already. Like you have to play the ball different when them dudes in pick and roll. You have to. That drop, it was proven in Utah when Rudy was in Utah. Like that drop coverage, the way they was playing, it does not work this time of year, man.
It doesn't work in this game.
It doesn't work in this game, but especially right now because we are gonna exploit it. They got 2 masters with this ball in his hand, and they got a mad scientist over there as a coach. Right? So that recipe is like, we're gonna scheme, we're gonna put him in a lot of action, man.
I don't even know why drop action still is a thing. Like,
It's a lazy defense.
No, but I guess back in the 90s, it made sense back in the 80s and 90s because the point guard himself didn't shoot the ball very well and wasn't aggressive as an offensive threat trying to score. He was trying to run offense. But mid-2000s, like, I love when Shaq and Alonzo Mourning sat back there waiting for me to do what? I'm pulling up right here. I'm pulling right there. Why you think I don't need to go that damn far, fucker. Shit. So the fact that the point guard today all shoot. They shoot from the logo, right? So you drop it at the free throw line, well, that's a layup for those guys. So why are you even in that defense now?
You know
why does the guard keep going over top?
Because you don't go under on a guard that can shoot.
Well, why don't we make them shoot it?
Well,
make who shoot it?
Whoever it is in that.
Go under so we can shoot?
I'm not saying go under and not contest, but remember when we used to play and you go under a certain guy and he shot it, it's a contest either for the big or for the guard. It's still a contested shot. If you're going under 2 with a guy that can shoot, that's a no-no. But if you look at the drop coverage, it's not really a screen there. You're going over top because that's just what they're telling you to do.
Chase him, keep
chase him. So what happens when you chase? It puts you on my back, and that forces me to do what we train in the cone drills. Go slow. I got him. I'm watching. Boom, I can make my move now with no resistance at all whatsoever. So if you're gonna not give me resistance, why would I put myself at a disadvantage and not go under and force a lower percentage shot? One, I'm getting you out of the 2-point zone. I'm forcing you to look at this 3, and if you can make a contested 3. On the move, off the dribble, like that, consistently at 40% clip.
Because I'm not shooting a 3.
What the guys we talking about now can.
No, we know that they can.
These two can.
But remember, if they're shooting at 40%, if they're shooting at 40,
these two
from the series, contested.
But what I'm saying is, it's not contested because you're assuming that I'm going to shoot the first one because you went under. I'm not.
Right.
I'm going to come off. Oh, shit, you went under? Rescreen, I'm getting lower.
That's when the big should come up.
But the big should be up on the first one.
But what I'm saying is,
eliminate all of it.
No, but because that's his athleticism. He can do that.
Because he can go back. Yeah, you can go back and forth.
No, but
I ain't saying you have to.
but you're just saying be there. You're saying flat show.
No, but we're
the level of the screen.
Yeah, flat show.
But we're going to say yours, right? if you're sagging, right, and I come off the first one, and then I have a rescreen real quick, boom, you're not getting here.
Right.
Right? So because you're down low, you're not gonna be able to go down low and try to come up here. So either you're gonna be up already or you're fucked. Because I'm gonna come off, redo it, shoot this bitty. Because if you try to come up, I'm speeding by you.
But it's just
right? So
like-
you're in a bad situation, so you have to be up.
Remember how we used to guard the floppy, right? Or no, the double screen from the corner. K's coming second. You're the big, and there's the guard
Second
coming
big
first.
always.
Right. So what you did was you trailed the first one and you shot the second one. Just like this, you could go under the first one, trail the second one. Because now the second one, how you saying you would play it is I'm like, all right, I know what they're doing now. He's going under. Let's just rescreen that shit right away. Flip, bam, bam. So I know I don't got a Kmart on my team. I got a Rudy Gobert who's lazy, and motherfuckers is just sitting back because it's the easiest thing to do.
They let him be lazy.
Right? So if on the first one, we knowing that I'm going under, he's not going to take that. You got to be up, ready to trap that. We're talking about 8 seconds on the shot clock at this point. 8 seconds on the shot clock. We're under the first one. We trapping the second one. We're passing on the weak side.
But that's on a double screen.
But you gotta go ahead.
But on a double screen, that got killed too. You follow me on the first one, you go under the second one, that guy's drop, pick.
Yeah.
So this,
you know what I mean? Run right into it.
But those were the counters that we used to. But they don't have them counters.
So this is my thing, right? With having guys in drop coverage and guys say they can't do it or their feet don't work this way or they like that shit is like it's BS to me, right?
Yeah, facts.
Because just take Rudy Gobert, just take Karl Anthony Towns right in this situation. If you throw Karl Anthony Towns the ball on the block and tell him to go get a bucket, pretty good footwork.
Yeah, pretty good,
right?
Yeah.
So you know how to move your feet when you want to.
Yep.
Rudy Gobert, yesterday, there was a break. They didn't throw it to him, but he was like hustling down the middle and he asked for it. You moving fast as hell, asking for the ball. They throw you that ball on the drop, you know how to drop, step, and go to dunk that thing. Your footwork is immaculate then. So for me, you don't get a pass with me. When you know how to move your feet offensively, but you limited moving your feet defensively, nah, bruh.
The effort.
They letting them be lazy. I'm not asking you to go out there and, no, be up at the level. If you have to make a slide, make them throw the ball in.
Be in the way.
Be in the way, be long, that's all I'm saying. Be up on the level. Do this at the level of the screen.
That's it. That's it. That's a body.
Now that makes me laugh now because what you're saying makes me laugh because it was Stan Van Gundy, right? Dwight hard showed, got back, stopped the screen, came down, blocked it like one play. He did 5 stops in one play, right? Blocked it, someone got it, passed it, dude scored, right? Dwight, god damn it. Stan Van Gundy called a timeout, right? So, good defense, just messed up. He goes at Dwight, what happened? What the fuck you mean, what happened? He was like, why you didn't block that? What? I stopped the hard show, deflected that, 2 blocks. Hey, they call you Superman. I'm expecting you to stop every goddamn thing.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here laughing like, that's crazy. Because the effort he did put in, immaculate, right? So to see defensive players of the year 4 times and you're not doing all of it.
No. Lawrence Frank used to show this clip of me, dog. We was playing same shit. Show, boom, boom, boom. I could test the ball in the far corner. Like I didn't show like all this shit on the strong side. The ball got to the weak side and I could test the shot in the corner. Like, dude, I used to show this clip all the time. Y'all want to see effort? Watch this.
Watch this.
It's if you want to do it, and you defensive player of the year, right? 4 times. So you need it.
Yeah, you supposed to a hard show.
Whatever is needed in order for us to be able to switch defenses, because you 4 times, you should be able to do. And this is.
Because
I'm not asking you to do it. If you want us to win, listen, I'm demanding you do this. If you want us to have a chance to win and go to the finals, you need to be up on the screen, dog.
Man, that whole thing is, show me them trophies you got 4 of them. I don't need you to be a great help side defender. That trophy says Defensive Player of the Year, not help side defender, not on the ball. It says defense. That means all-inclusive, bitch, right? When Dennis Rodman was getting it, he was all-inclusive. He had to guard somebody. He was picking up 94 feet. When he was playing Karl Malone, nigga, he was guarding Karl Malone on offense. You know what I mean? I'm Defensive Player of the Year. Hey, dog, you got the ball. No, I don't. My job is to stop you.
All times.
Right? The ball go in, he's picking them up. He's bumping them full court. Full court. And that's what we expect for that trophy. I'm sorry, but this might be the series you're going to have to do it. Because if they take you out of the game, dog, you should get your trophies back.
But look,
they'd rather go small and take off the best defensive player in the last decade off the court to go small. That you give your trophies back, sir, because
it's a league-wide thing, though.
It is.
I'm not going to.
It is.
No, it is.
I'm not going to defend.
No, it is.
Because you're right.
It's a league-wide thing.
You're right. It's a league.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look,
Absolutely.
We're going to go watch Summer League, right?
Mm-hmm.
Summer League. Those when a motherfucker is running to go set a screen, they run with them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running with them because I can't be late.
Yep.
What happens is when a guy runs into a pick and roll, that one guy who's next to him, he's late for the screen. The one thing that guys in the league today are afraid of is being late and being to blame for whatever happens in this pick and roll if you're not in the right spot. So the only thing that can cover your ass is to be in drop. At least I'm in front of the basket. This is Rudy's whole MO when he plays in pick and roll. It's just like how Yao was in pick and roll, how Shaq was in pick and roll. They all had an excuse to say, at least I'm still here.
Mm-hmm.
But you're giving up Tony Parker twos when we're trying to stop him from getting to the cup. He's mastered the shot now. Shaq, you got to be up to make him make another decision. So you got Kyrie and Luka coming off the same type of shit. You're putting pressure on the defender where he's like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do? McDaniels got 2 fouls from Luka based on the fact that he was behind him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't play defense behind anybody. So I'm always looking at the pick and roll, like if you got Cat out there who's a more agile defender, Nas Reed, more agile defender, if the coach is keeping them in drop coverage, they have to then think of themselves like, damn, coach, like we might need to change this. But how many veteran guys back then would change that coverage on their own? I know he's changing it. I know Tickett's changing it. On the fly. Now, listen, when we go back out there, I'm showing.
Yeah, I know Ticket was out there because shit, I seen he popped out like, whoa, what you doing out here, big fella? I wasn't used to you trying to hard show.
Y'all wasn't doing that before the time.
Yeah. Facts, that part. He's like, let me try something different on the fly.
And that's the thing. Like the guards shoot. I don't care what guard it is. I wouldn't even give Lonzo Ball going right. And I know he don't do pull-up boy back then. He didn't do pull-ups going right. I'm still not dropping on him because I'm giving him a mid-range. Like they're getting creative now.
So that's the game. So the reason, when the drop thing come in play, right? People stop shooting mid-ranges. Only certain guys shoot mid-ranges. So they like, ain't nobody gonna shoot it.
Right.
So they trying to stop you from getting the layups and the threes. So the drop coverage is for the mid-range guys for the non-mid-range game that.
And that was James Harden, Russell Westbrook. They was coming off the snake. Even Chris Paul coming off the snake. It was like he was coming off the snake for the lob, for Lob City.
Wait, so they decided to create an offense that only the elite player plays in.
A defense,
and it only helps the elite.
Yes. Because you're only using this against them because it's like, how else are we going to guard?
No.
So they didn't account for Kevin Durant,
Booker,
Kawhi,
PG.
They didn't account for them with the scheme that they came up with.
No, because they don't have the ball in their hands.
They made it for Steph.
They
made this defense for Steph. No, not point guards. They made this defense for Steph.
They made it for three-point shooters where we're going to sag because they're going to only shoot a three and they're going to get to the basket. Right? And I said, so you made a defense that helps the elite in the world because the elite players today shoot mid-range. So when Shade comes off he don't want to shoot the three, so you going behind me and you going to sit there, well, fuck it, this is what I want to do. Now it looks like cone drills to these guys, right? I got my trainer sitting back there. I got my other trainer going behind. He playing. I'm sitting there doing this shit, and I get to shoot this shot because y'all analytics didn't account for the elite players.
And it's a league-wide adjustment that they made. Like we said, when you look at every team, they're playing in fucking drop.
Yep.
We haven't seen one team up on the coverage, not even we don't even see no fucking show and go under. None of that shit happens anymore. Because this is like, well, if you're not guarding an elite point guard, it's like, why would we even do it?
It's either switch or drop.
Switch or drop. That's it.
So you know when I realized, like when I was with the Clippers and they had DeAndre Jordan doing it a lot.
Drop?
In the drop.
And I went to Vince, I was like, yo, man, why the fuck they ain't up on the screen? Why are we not playing like this? Well, I don't know if they can do it right now. They're young. Well, make them do it.
I don't know if they can do it.
I don't know if he can do it?
Yeah, because I don't think they're there yet. Just that, like, make them do it. Like, and why teams don't down pick and rolls no more?
Man, on the side?
Why?
What the fuck?
On the side, I don't know.
For the pump back.
Why did in a strong side corner field?
Ice with the third guy there for the defense.
There's a guy in the strong side corner. They run a side pick and roll, and you either gonna switch it or try to go do something crazy. Dude, I'll be sitting there like, dude, just keep him on the side. You got 3 defenders over there.
Oh, they used the snake screen on the side, and I think that's why they stopped it.
But what I'm saying is, when they ice it and you got somebody field, that big can come up higher.
Yes.
That come up high, and if he do get in the middle of the guy who's supposed to be guarding the corner, you take him and I go to the...
Yes.
Dude, I'll be sitting there like...
Oh, they gonna pop.
Yeah, okay.
So what?
How many bigs is shooting it now?
But they stopped that with Draymond because they used to ice it on Steph. They used to ice Steph and pop it to Draymond, but Draymond put it in the perspective where he could be the facilitator, and they didn't want that facilitation to happen because he could get Clay open. He could do the lob.
Stunt him the fuck back.
Right. Stunt him recover.
Hey, man, dude, Draymond was either he was gonna be a hell of a pull-up, one dribble guy, or he was gonna be a hell of a three-point shooter if I'm guarding.
One or the other.
He not gonna be able to keep out here throwing live, dribble, hand out. Dude, I'm gonna stunt him back. Everybody stay home, man.
It's effort though. Think about it. If you stunting and getting back, that guy who's showing or whatever he's doing in the pick and roll gotta get back into the play.
And then we putting certain schemes. Listen, anytime he in action with number 30, we trapping 30.
What's the funny is even on the ice, like somebody like San Antonio Spurs, right? When you got to a certain point on the side, it was automatically ice. And what's so funny is they got back to the pop guy because the person that was icing was the weak side big.
Yeah.
So the weak side big automatically came over. So when he'll pretend he's in the ice and he'll get back and we'll go, and then it's like, oh, God damn it. And then I can't get to the lane because this big is here.
Yep.
So, but hence why all the rookie centers made all defense came from the same team. Because it pushed them to that guy, and all that guy had to do was protect the basket.
And you're saying with the San Antonio, Tim used to always shoot that little janky-ass free throw line jumper.
No, we're talking about on their defense.
Oh, on their defense.
On the defense, yeah.
So even in the offense, when we used to ice Tony Parker on the side. Yeah. And for the people who don't know what ice is when you're on the side pick and roll and you push the defense towards the sideline and the baseline. You're pushing them all the way on the side, so they don't have an opportunity to come to the middle of the floor. And when you stop that, they have to throw back to the middle guy, which is probably the trailing big, power forward, or the center. Usually the center, because he's out of the post area for right now.
Guys make shots now, absolutely. Some bigs make shots now, yes. But the masses, you don't scheme it for game to game. You play every game the same.
Yep.
If I'm the Dallas has 2 non-shooting bigs.
Two
non-shooting bigs. They're not shooting a 3. I don't give a fuck if the shot clock was on 0. 1, they're not shooting it. If Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic's in the side pick and roll, shrink the floor, down it, ice it, blue it, whatever call you want to name it. Get closer to him, make him throw it to him. If he catches it in the pocket, if Lively catches it in the pocket, great. If Gafford catches it, cool. They're not shooting 15, they're not shooting threes, they're not shooting 15-footers. Neither one of them. 16, 17-footer, they're not shooting from that three-point line, and they're not shooting unless it's around the rim.
That's a they shouldn't still be in Timberwolves shouldn't be in a drop
But
at all.
If we look at that scheme, though, let's look at that scheme with corner field. Drop coverage, corner field, pocket pass. It's a 2-on-1 on the weak side, where you got D. Jones Jr. in the corner and you got P.J. Washington on the wing, right? So if Kyrie's in the corner field, Luka's in the pick and roll with Lively, you drop past the Lively. He's got the lob option to D. Jones Jr., but then PJ's wide open for shots. And the scramble for that.
So Lively is throwing a lob to someone?
Yeah.
That's like Shaq throwing a lob to Robert Horry. Okay, we'll see.
We live.
So then let's change.
Not the other way around.
Let's change the actual screener then. D. Jones Jr. is the screener, and
then I just switch that.
Lively is in the dunker.
Yeah, you have to scheme it for player to player. Man.
Yeah.
Like, guy, you can't play every possession and every guy in the pick and roll the same. You got to have, see, this is where IQ comes into play at, right? I know I got to play Gilbert different in the pick and roll than I got to play Rashad. Or I know I got to play AI different in the pick and roll than I got to play Eric Snow. Or I know it's different. I got to play Rip Hamilton in the pick and roll than Chauncey Billups.
Yep.
If Tayshaun Prince is holding the ball in the pick and roll, I know what I got to do if he's in the pick and roll with Ben Wallace. I know how I got to play that because I'm, right? This is IQ comes into play, right?
Yeah.
So I'm playing everybody there because there's a different scheme and a different way you playing it. I'm not, if they run a cross screen for Ben Wallace, I'm not playing my normal defense to beat him to the spot.
Yeah. You could delay a little bit.
I'm going to go under the screen and please hope they throw it.
Under the screen, clog up the middle.
Clog up the middle.
Because this is like a decoy.
So I know that, and I don't think these dudes have that IQ to be able to, each possession, each guy is different, each player is different, we guarding this guy this way, we playing this guy to come up, we're going to guard the pick and roll this different, we're going to down him, we're going to show on him, going under on him, we're going to hedge on him. He in the dog, they don't have the capacity to do all that.
And I think that's the problem. It's like they try to simplify the game so it's easier to do. That's not how it works. There's a lot of motherfucking dummies out there.
They made it younger. Think about it. They made the league younger, and that's why I say the college thing made sense because you learned how to calculate in real time schemes, scouting report, like who could do what we're doing on this. We got 3 different coverages for one guy. We didn't just have one scheme for you. You did too much shit. We're like, bro, he got so many different options in this offense. We cannot guard him the same way on every option. When he gets it on the side, we're going to have to ice him because, no, we can't ice him. We got to send him over because Antoine is a pick and pop guy. If we ice him, we full rotating at least. He comes up the middle, we got to play it differently.
They're not coaching.
And then you're playing it different.
They're not coaching.
Then you're playing it different if I'm off the floor, right? If I'm off the floor, you're not playing the guy the same. You're playing it different if I'm on the floor. You're playing the scheme different. Like it's, you know how, and this day and age, you come up with a game plan and it's the universal game plan for the room.
Right.
Like, it doesn't work because everybody's skill set is different, everybody's thought process, so you can't,
I wonder what the scouting reports look like, to be honest.
That's what, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, who can I call to get a scouting report?
I want to see what. I want to see that shit.
I get you one.
Yeah, what does that shit look like?
I can get you one.
I want to see a scout report, man.
I'm pretty sure it's digital.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's email now.
Come on,
or text message.
It better not be no motherfucking book.
I guarantee
get that bitch ass nigga the book, because
you gotta get the book.
The reason I need the book, because I gotta look at the page and see this motherfucker swiped it. I want to see, is there a wrinkle? Is there a water spot on this shit? Because if it looked like how it looked in college when I returned my books, then these shit's brand new.
If I think of what it is, they know if you look. They can see if you went in the app. And how
oh yeah, woo!
It's like your shit used to do on your thing, with your little.
Keep it on.
The little electric thing, like it's just going, like you counting the miles and you ain't on it.
Yeah. That's what I said. Nah, I need to see it because obviously y'all ain't looking at these shits.
I'm sitting there just.
Same with the plays.
Just scroll.
Motherfuckers don't be knowing the plays. That's why they simplify plays to just be pick and roll. We used to have actual plays where you got to scheme these plays. We ain't just doing this because it's a duck in right here. It's a pin down on the weak side. It's a curl right here. None of that shit happens, bro.
So we asked the chat who wins this series. We got over 7,000 voters in. 62% say the Mavs. They're with you, Kenyon.
Damn.
But y'all talk about schemes. All falls into coaching. So let's talk a little bit about some coaching situations going on around the league. Lakers had 2 players make the All-NBA team, but they are still without a head coach, firing Darvin Ham after the team finished 7th in the West and got booted in the first round of the playoffs. So the team is conducting interviews right now, and J.J. Redick appears to be one of the leading candidates. So according to The Athletic's Jovan Buha and Shams, the Lakers see Redick as a Pat Riley-like coaching prospect who could both help the franchise in the short term and lead it for years. So Gil and Rashad, you've previously said you think J.J. would make a great NBA head coach with his strong basketball mind and ability to connect with players. Rashad, you said, quote, niggas respect JJ. But not all NBA head coaching jobs are the same. Lakers are easily one of the toughest, being in a major market, tons of media scrutiny, and everything that comes with that. So can JJ Redick handle the pressure that comes with coaching the Lakers, especially as a first-time head coach with no previous NBA coaching experience?
Has he coached anything?
No.
AAU, high school girls game?
He might have coached some kids' games.
I don't know. But as I said, I don't know. I mean, listen.
They respect JJ.
His resources, I'm pretty sure Shane Battier, I'm pretty sure Coach K, I'm pretty sure, if he gets the job, he's going to be protected with great minds around him. So him himself, I don't know how many coaches by themselves are great because there's a staff, right? So depending on what his staff looks like, depending on, what he's going to do. But he has LeBron James and Anthony Davis on the team, right? They go out and get a nice free agent. They come back and win 72-10. We can't say, oh, JJ's a hell of a coach. They got...
Yeah, and I'm talking more so not even from the coaching aspect. You guys say he's a great basketball mind, but all the other stuff that comes with being this particular team's coach. You're a Hornets head coach, Cavs head coach. JB Bickerstaff got fired today too, but you're a Cavs head coach.
Listen, they lose a game, fuck him.
But it's different, right? It's a different level of pressure.
Who gets blamed for all Laker losses? LeBron James.
It rotates.
Right? So it don't matter who the coach is. We're going to give it to whoever we're going to give it to. We got, if Twinkle Toes is not playing the way he need to be playing, right? We're going to, Bambi Legs, Anthony Davis. If he's not playing well, we're going to give it to Anthony Davis.
Bambi Legs.
Right? If LeBron plays well, Anthony Davis played well and we lost, we're going to give it to the coach. We're going to find out who to blame on this motherfucker. That's what we do. Right? So
somebody's getting that blame.
Somebody going to get the hammer. So whoever gets the job, I just want to see the staff that they build. That's where I come in at. I just want to see the staff.
You got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Pat started somewhere, right? When he got the job, he had no experience.
Pat was calling Lakers games, became an assistant.
He was an assistant coach first.
For like 1 year, maybe.
Well, okay, that's more.
On a championship team.
So when has it worked out?
Spoelstra, right?
He was in the building already.
Right, he was a video guy.
Years.
But years, though, in the building.
So what JJ's doing on the sideline for ESPN, what is that?
It doesn't.
Same thing they're doing on the line here, just talking.
Same shit we're doing.
Same thing we're doing in Gil's Arena, presented by Underdog Fantasy.
And we know, collectively, we were able to get a team and really put our knowledge behind the team. We can put him in the right path. I think JJ, what they're trying to give him credit for without having experience is trying to elevate him so that we don't have an expectation for him. But I think for the most part, you give him an opportunity with the respect the players have for him, the respect the league has for him. It's going to be tough for him to fail unless the players just give up on him.
What players, when you say players got to respect who? Which players?
Just respect the fact that he's played 16 years in the league. Just his resume. Like Adrian Griffin, he played a certain amount in the league, and he was an assistant coach, and then he still went in there, and they didn't respect him, and they got his ass up out of there.
Yeah, it was the wrong team.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so for JJ, it's like it could be a good team for him.
Which one?
But that's my question for you with JJ. Is this
Let me ask you this. With a guy with no experiences, when has it worked out? Former player.
You can say Steve Kerr, but that Warriors squad was already.
Jason
He had
Kidd.
experience.
He had experience.
Jason Kidd.
He hadn't
Assistant-
coached
was an-
before.
He was an assistant coach.
J Kidd.
Like he was coming from the front office with the Suns. I'm just saying.
Well-
J Kidd in Milwaukee.
So he was never
fired.
in San Antonio?
Let me double
Steve
check.
Kerr was never in San Antonio?
Let me double
Derek
check.
Fisher.
Where he
Derek
played?
Fisher in New York.
See how that worked out?
Not so the Warriors was his first
First
coaching job. So I think
but
he was Suns front office before.
But he was in the building.
He was in
went
the
to
building already.
TV and then went from TV.
So he was in the Suns
Yeah.
building as GM, right?
Yeah.
Some experiences within the building, right? Other than that, when has it worked out?
Doc Rivers.
It only no.
I'll wait.
It only works out. Listen, the only people who really get to
J. Kidd on job number 3, FYI.
like say Ty,
start somewhere,
Ty
though,
Lue.
right?
Where did Ty Lue go?
Failure.
Ty Lue was assistant coach, right?
He had 3 Hall of Famers and it was a failure.
Are we expecting the Lakers to
Steve Nash, same thing.
But
But
Kidd had 3 Hall of Famers.
But
A story when you got Lenny Wilkins, I
this
think
is
Don
the thing.
Nelson.
but the problem is
Become-
it's always what kind of team are you starting with?
Yeah.
Right? He's like whoever gets the job, you have an advantage. Because you have LeBron James and Anthony Davis on your team. You're not going to the Detroit. You're not going to one of these mediocre teams that has no expectations and you have to try to build them to greatness. You're inherited.
I hear you. J. Kidd had Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett.
But
Well, they're old as fuck.
Is your playing experience not experience?
They older than LeBron?
Not this, but no. But were they these two old? Like, they're not 26. But you know, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but still, but it's
Is playing experience not experience?
no.
No.
The game is different, man. And
Darvin
when
Ham
people ask me,
played, Adrian
Bill
Griffin
Jackson.
played.
well, they
Bill
didn't really
Jackson
play.
played.
I'm saying they
But they didn't really. They played, but
Pat Riley played.
But what I'm saying is, look,
Shit, they was
how we
J.J.
look at
Redick. They was a role player.
How we look at the game is right. We're looking at it like this. We're looking
J.J.
at
Redick was a role player,
2K
right?
view. Yeah.
J.J. Redick was a role player,
So
right?
I'm saying we look at a 2K view, right? That's our play. As players,
Yeah,
we're looking
2K.
at a 2K view,
Yeah, facts.
right?
They looking at
Right?
broadcast.
They're looking at broadcast. So their vision of the game is different. So for me to say, all right, I'm going to turn to this angle and then, coach it.
But that's
There's some shit I can't see, like me thinking, like, hey, why you didn't do that? I got to fuck around.
Sideline dude.
No, but he's been broadcasting on the side
TV.
of ESPN. That's what I'm saying.
That's TV
That's
vision.
the broadcast view
That's
still.
that's TV. That's this
Other
vision.
side of the floor.
That's
Hey,
TV vision like this.
That's the
yeah.
other side of the floor, Shad.
You know what I mean, but what I'm saying is, there's
different, dog.
there's more than
Hey.
coaching.
So it's like if you do this.
Yeah. Is it like you got to be like?
It's not the same.
What I'm saying.
Not the
what
same.
I'm saying is, even for Jason Kidd, right? And I talked to Jason, and he said the difference is that he's the one who told me. I'm looking at it from this way, and that angle's a little different, right? And so things I think is open, it probably is not. So I got to trust this guy's vision to see it, and then I got to know the subbing. I got to understand players' mood. I have an advantage because how I played the game, but I still got to understand it from a different. Like, I'm playing the game 40-something minutes. Now I'm watching the game for 40-something minutes. Like I'm a bench player. Now I'm looking at mannerisms.
Ain't that the advantage I have as Jason Kidd is now that I'm seeing it from this horizontal view.
It's a new look.
It's a new look, right? So my adjustment isn't that I don't know what it looks like going the other way. I know exactly what he's seeing because I've seen it.
So
I'm Jason Kidd. I've seen what you're seeing, but I'm looking at it over here now where I'm like, okay,
Different
I
lens.
may not see what he sees, but I know what he's looking at. I know what he's looking at.
Let me tell you when it was effective, though. I hear you. Let me tell you when it was effective. When he got to Milwaukee and we had a bunch of young guys, he can go out there and tell them exactly what to do. Don't think. Do what I say, and the shit worked, right?
But you go to LA now.
You know when
LeBron shit.
LeBron go come out of jail, like really do, like it's.
You know when players got better. You know when players started to look like coaches. When they ass got hurt, and they sitting on the bench for the first time.
They get to see the shit.
And they get to see it differently.
Yep.
Now they looking at their teammates, and you start looking around like. Oh, yo, fucking focus. Like, you start looking at the game different. Even though when your ass is coming out, you ain't see shit he talking about. You over there drinking the water, talking to blah, blah, blah.
You don't see
right?
nothing else.
Now you get to sit there and see it, and Man, that's why you don't get in the fucking game, dog. Over here, fucking talking the whole goddamn time, right? And you start listening to conversations, hearing it. When you become
what niggas is talking about and thinking,
man, because you as a game, you didn't sit. When you're playing, you don't know what the fuck these dudes is talking about. I'm not on the bench longer than I'm in the bench I'm off the bench 1 minute, 2 minutes. I'm sitting here 48 minutes listening to niggas talk about everything but basketball.
Everything but the game.
Man, who girl is that up there, man? This and this. Now, and
then
then coach just subbed your ass in. Like, oh, hell no.
He done change the pick and roll coverage, nigga. You ain't got a clue. Because you ain't been in no timeout.
Sitting there drinking water and shit, talking, playing,
ordering popcorn and shit.
And now the coach puts your ass in the game and you sitting there like,
you didn't mess.
This is the shit. I wonder why this motherfucker can't score. This the shit he been talking about all goddamn game.
That's the difference between a guy like Calvin Booth, who, when I played with him in Minnesota,
good dude.
He wasn't one of the guys that was talking like this.
Yeah, you're right.
Like we were one of the guys. Like
he's exempt.
But I was one of those guys too. I was one of the guys on the bench where I'm like, all right, look how they playing the down screen. Look how they playing the pick and roll. Look how they playing the side. I'm not. Even though I can hear all the shit that you're saying that you can listen to, but it's like if I want to get in the game, I got to be ready for the rotation. I got to be ready for the adjustment. I'm not going to be in the back of the timeout. I'm going to be up there listening to what coach saying because when he subbed me in, I got to be ready for the adjustment. So I'm looking at JJ as a guy that was like that when he wasn't in the game. He wasn't participating in the bullshit conversation.
No work-related conversation.
None of that. He was over there like, oh, okay, I see. They played me like this, but they played Terrence, what's the dude, Quentin Ross.
Terrence Ross? No.
Quentin Ross, back when he was with the Clippers.
Okay.
They're like, oh, they playing Quentin Ross like this.
Quentin Richardson?
Quentin Ross, number 13.
Okay.
He's the guy who couldn't shoot. So you look at the two differences. You like, oh, JJ knows that when they play him different than they play this. So it's like when you put JJ in the Lakers situation where I don't think there will be any pressure for him.
The Lakers are.
For him.
Lakers, bro.
Hey man, just because you drove on a whole bunch of planes don't mean you're a good pilot.
How much pressure could the Lakers really put on the coach if you actually hired Darvin Ham?
Because you got to be successful after this now.
But you picked Darvin Ham out of all the coaches to pick from. You couldn't have been placing pressure on him because he's not a coach where you can come in and say, we're expecting you to win.
But he got fired.
If there's no pressure, then
we wasn't expecting you to win.
He went to Western Conference Finals first year.
To win here.
Second year knocked out the first round.
Frank Vogel, when he got there,
he won the championship. He got fired.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
You got us one.
But I'm saying the expectation when you put that jersey on you, we are expected. I don't give a fuck. You expected to win. We know LeBron James is coaching the team, but we don't give a fuck because we're blaming you.
Especially in this situation.
So what would be considered a championship caliber coach right now?
So we had a guy sitting on the couch, so I'd like to see him get another shot.
Mark Jackson?
I'd like to see him get another shot.
Championship caliber?
We don't know.
He's respected. He'll be more respected.
We know Frank Vogel was championship?
He'll be more respected.
We don't know who's a champion.
Redick in the
Budenholzer is a championship coach, right?
I think he's...
But that's what I said.
He's in Phoenix
But that's what I'm saying. Like, depending on what the free agency market, that's what I said. Whoever gets this job, one, you're borderline a playoff team just with the roster you have. Upstairs, they get a couple pieces. Shit, you're damn near a playoff team and probably a contender. So the job, whoever gets the job is on a curve anyway because you have an advantage. You have an advantage because who is on your team.
Yeah.
Right? Who's on your team, you have an advantage. Whoever gets the Cleveland job, right?
Cleveland.
You're a fucking playoff team.
Yeah, like you said.
Right. So you automatically start your career off with at least 40 fucking wins. That sounds like a great job to me versus I got a team that won 9 games last year. God damn it, I'm at, 12? I start my career off in the negative.
That is
think about it, when you start your career off, think about how Luke Walton started his career off, right? That's fucking a great resume to start off your career versus you get a bottom feeding team as a job. You know y'all won 9 games last year. 15 is great. Think about your record though.
Yeah,
God damn it, I'm not Hall of Faming. God damn it, I'm not in the Hall of Fame.
You already started off.
You already started off in the hole.
But your
first 3 years, you got 20 combined wins.
Yeah.
That's a great position for JJ then, right?
No.
To be with this Lakers squad?
If it was a good situation for Luke Walton to come in and get a team that's already moving over the curve, JJ could fit right in there and not lose.
I don't know, but
not lose
I mean,
a beat.
listen, a job is a job. You got to start somewhere. Goddamn it! I guess I'd rather start with the purple and gold.
Why not?
No, if you got to start, hell,
I'd be in that motherfucker cheering too. I'd be a fan.
What?
no, if you got to start something,
Why
why
not?
not? But I just think
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
trying to get over like there's a difference in the close game situation. He ain't never had the board in his hand. It's
Who? Yeah, JJ. That's
But we saw what's been drawn on that board
That's the only.
the past couple
That'd be
years.
the only problem with some of the coaches. Like,
situational.
there's just certain situations you've never been in.
You
Like
gotta-
he probably hit a game with his first dunk. I was on the team with him. I think I missed it. I missed the shot where he got the dunk on. But
one career dunk, so that's it.
I missed the shot. He got the rebound, dunked it, baseline. But there is situational stuff that he'll probably draw up and realize you have to have experience in certain situations to put.
But the only way you get experience is
but that's
by
what I said.
getting experience.
I'm pretty sure. Listen, I'm not worried about him. What is going to be his staff? That's all I really care about. I want to see because everybody got fired, so I want to see who the trainers are, who is going to be behind that bench, who's the medicals. I need to know who's going to be hired, and I can tell you if you're going to be successful or not.
So we asked the chat, can JJ handle coaching in LA? 52% said yes, nearly 3,000 voters. So according to reports, LeBron doesn't want to be involved in the Lakers coaching search, but he may not be talking about the Lakers head coaching job, but he is talking about WNBA #1 overall pick, Caitlin Clark. During a recent episode of his Mind the Game podcast with Redick, LeBron had this to say about the hate that Clark is getting.
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it fucked up. Caitlin Clark is the reason why a lot of great things is going to happen for the WNBA. But for her individually, I don't think she should get involved on nothing that's being said. Just go have fun, enjoy, But I'm rooting for Caitlin because I've been in that seat before. I've walked that road before. I hope she kills. I hope Aaliyah Boston does amazing. I hope they do great. I'm just kind of in this mode right now because I'm getting the same, thing from watching my son, who's a 19-year-old, kind of getting a lot of animosity and hatred towards him when he's just a kid trying to live out his dream. There's a very small number of men and women that actually get to live out their dream of playing a professional sport. And we have grown-ass men and women out here doing whatever they can to try to make sure that does not happen. That is the weirdest thing in the world, but it is what it is, and I'm glad that Caitlin has a great head on her shoulder.
So Fever 0-5 this season. Clark's averaging nearly 18 points per game, and she joins Candace Parker and Sabrina Ionescu as the only rookies with 85-plus points, 25-plus assists, 20-plus rebounds in their first 5 career games. She's also played in front of sold-out crowds in all 5 of those regular season games. And since the draft in April, revenue from the WNBA's online store is up more than 2,000%, already surpassing total sales for the entire 2023 season. So when you hear what LeBron is saying, what's your guys' reaction to just, as for Caitlin, tuning out the hate, but also the value that she's going to bring to this WNBA?
You said that the online store matched last year only in 5 games?
Since April, they've already surpassed the 2023 sales. 2,000% increase.
I don't know if the WNBA girls got internet, right?
I would assume that internet is widely available to all.
All they have to do is just look. Just look. With her in the league, 5 games into it, we sold more merch than us all of last year in 5 games. So therefore, no matter how we feel about the attention she's getting, our shit is being sold. People are watching us now, right? And I can tell you right now, most of these games, I don't even know where to find some of these. It's like they all spread around, right? It's like finding Where's Waldo in some of these places. Like one game is on Tubi, one game is on the internet, one game's TNT. But I'm serious.
Tubi, a great platform.
I'm just saying,
enjoyed by many.
But I'm just saying, all the games are so spread out. It's like yo, what? We didn't, just be honest, we didn't realize it was so technically unprofessional where some of these games are. So the fact that she's making the league more popular for the masses. It's benefiting you guys. Like, yesterday was it Lloyd who had 34? Everyone's a sold out arena seen that, right? So the girls who are actually playing, we get to see you now. So I know, she can't sign every goddamn deal. So that means it has a trickle down effect, right? Absolutely. Every loaf of bread she gets,
slices.
Some slices is coming off, right?
Yeah.
Someone has to get that slice. Before there was no loaf. Absolutely. There was crumbs.
Yeah.
Loaves are coming now.
Absolutely. So good point.
You can hate the girl all you want, but she's putting money in your pocket, and if you don't understand that, and y'all sitting here trying to hurt her, I can tell you what's going to happen. Yeah. Them games she started missing, she gets hurt, and they say, hey, Caitlin's out for the year. I know one thing that's going to happen.
Ticket sales.
Them ticket sales is gone.
Revenue, ticket sales, everything go decline.
So be excited.
Better treat them like they were treating Steph.
Hey, like you remember when Larry Bird and Magic Johnson seemed like they were enemies to the world? When Magic Johnson got a shoe deal, who's the first person to call? Hey, Larry, come and do the commercial with me. We can do. He friended Magic Johnson and Larry, but they were friends no matter what y'all was thinking out there. They was friends because they know they needed each other.
Yeah, shit. Everybody favorite color ain't green. Shit. Some of y'all people like purple. There's some gold in y'all life. Shit. Y'all, put these shoes together and make y'all pick. Y'all want them black and green or these gold and purple, hey.
Hey, I know this here. Purple and gold, I know one side that won't be buying my shoes, that side. Yeah. Hey, wanna be friends?
Yeah.
Let's make some colors in yours. Now that whole side, now we just doubled our market.
Absolutely. No, yeah, she is definitely helping in a major way. Putting light, to your point, definitely bringing loaves to the party now. Before it was them just sprinkling in there, and it was only certain people that was benefiting from it. Yeah, there's a lot more now, man. There's a lot of successful women in places that will reach out.
Yep.
Business women.
Successful
business women that want to deal, so in these cities that they probably wouldn't have before. So no, it's a good thing, man. No,
What happens?
It's a very good thing.
What happens when a woman's territory is threatened?
She would cut her nose off to the spider face.
It would tear down that motherfucker. You in my space? Get the fuck up out of here. I ain't used to this. That's all we seeing. It's a threat to the territory, and it's new. And it ain't never been seen before. So they gotta adjust to her coming in and doing what she doing for the league, and it's gonna take some time. Because you think about it, everyone that was getting attention not getting the same attention.
But I would disagree and say they're getting more attention.
It's more now.
It's not focused on them.
It don't. What I'm saying is, I was number one, right? Getting all the attention, but the attention's right here. Now I'm number 3. But my attention's here. That's what they have to look at. They have to look at. I made $230,000 last year being an MVP or whatever. I made Nobody's talking about me, but I made $500,000.
Gilbert, what main chick wants to go to the third chick?
That's the problem. That's society.
I'm just asking. I want you to clear it up because you know it like I know, and you know too. What main chick wants to move to number 3?
A main chick making $100,000. I'm the third chick making $500,000.
Is it the bag or is it the attention? I was the main. I was in the front. I was the one going to Nobu. I was the one.
But you wasn't going to Nobu.
But you can call it whatever you want to call it. It was the main show. Whatever spot it was, I was the one he was opening the door for. Now he telling me to get the fuck out in the back. But you in the back seat, baby. Get your ass out. What's up? We going in.
But there's a problem.
Front seat of a Hyundai.
You was in the front seat of a Hyundai. Now your ass damn near in the Maybach right now. And if you play your cars right, you might be in the passenger seat of Bugatti, right? That you have to listen when you
process.
But I'm saying is you have to sometimes sit back and say, you know what? This might be the person that needs to drive the car now. When I was driving it, I was cool with it.
How many women?
I wasn't getting as many miles as I could have. It seems like everybody wants to see her drive. Let her drive. Let her drive. It's okay. I'm still the fucking MVP. I'm still the runner-up. I'm still the defensive player. I'm still these people. Now the whole world gets to see my talent. That's all this is. Sometimes you just got to sit back.
Because ticket sales.
The ticket sales is up.
So
That means
Because think about it. When
more revenue.
let's say Aces, when she plays Aces,
RPI
coming soon.
who gonna dominate the game? In a sold-out arena.
Asia Wilson.
Here we go. When that motherfucker about to be sold out, we're gonna be on TNT. I know who they come. They might be coming to see her, but I know who they gonna leave saying, God damn, that motherfucker over there. Who the fuck is that over there? She's bad as a motherfucker right there.
So question.
That's all that's gonna happen.
Question for you, Gil. We talked about this with Wemby. You thought that the league should have gave him an easier, more favorable schedule to start so we could go out there and cook and kind of help the brand and value. When looking at Caitlin, her first 4 games were against the Sun and the Liberty, 2 of the toughest teams in the Eastern Conference. Fever are currently 0-5 right now, but the Liberty set a ticket revenue record, $2 million in their home game in New York. So should the league have given
They
Caitlin
do that anyway. They the goddamn second best team in it.
But I'm saying early on in the season. So should the league have given the Fever an easier schedule to start, or does it make sense to leverage Clark to showcase the premier teams and talent in the league?
Schedules made before the draft.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah, schedules made before the draft.
But I'm just saying you knew the Fever were going to
If you know she was going to the Fever, what I'm saying is my thing was, why would you place her against the hardest teams, knowing that the team itself sucked?
Yeah.
Then it wasn't a good team, so her being on there, she was still gonna get blown out. This team, both teams she played twice was second and third in the WNBA. One was runner-up to the champions, right?
Yeah.
So you're playing against the elites, and what do you think is gonna happen? They're gonna get blown out by 20. What does that say? Like, with her off the team, they lose by fucking 40. With her on the twos, they lose by 20. It's still not a very good look. But nobody was talking about, damn near lost. They're just saying, she played horrible. She's playing against damn near 2 best defenders.
But the question for you, though, so easier schedule or leverage her to showcase all the other premier talent and teams in the league, knowing that the Fever probably aren't going to win those games anyway?
Okay, if they played the Sparks, it's sold out, right?
It's close to a sellout at this point.
It's gonna be what I'm saying is she played them the first game. They gonna get the $2 million. They probably get a win. They play this team. That's gonna be sold out. They're probably gonna win. And she starts 5-0. What happens when she plays those top teams anyway?
That was the point I was.
Boom.
I was going to make that point. But I see what point you're making.
I just see it both ways.
He's saying basically like the value of showcasing the talent of the 2 best teams early on, allowing her to struggle or win or lose, you're showcasing more than just her. But then I see what you're saying with if she starts 5-0, it's the story for her.
It's like Deion in Colorado, right? Oh, they're 3-0, they're 4-0 now.
It's more for the league too, but it's still more spotlight on her. Think about the spotlight that was on Deion.
Everybody benefits.
Everybody benefits from
because it's benefiting either way.
No, not right now because it benefits there. Then when you play the tougher teams and they're 3-0, what happened when they played Oregon?
They got swag.
Right, but think about the buzz that went between those two.
Yeah.
What if they played Oregon and them the first and they start off 0-4? Now those bottom teams they're beating on don't even matter because nobody's showing up.
No, that's fair.
Right, so you play the easier schedule. Let them beat on that team. Let her average damn near 30. Everybody, oh shit, she's the next blah, blah, blah. Now when she plays against the Sabrina, it is unreal.
So you're making bread either way. You're gonna
make bread on going this way. Eat here versus here. Now when she's playing against these bottom teams that she's 0-6, this team 0-3. Now you're trickling.
You actually lose. You're losing the second. The way you guys did it, they lost because if she starts 5-0.
Still eating. But so you talk about Sparks, Lexi Brown, 20-piece player of the game. The Fever are in town Friday. The folks at Underdog Fantasy have splurged on us. Gil's Arena will be at the Fever Sparks game at Staples Center. We're not calling it Crypto.com Arena on Friday.
I'm there, baby.
10 feet on the wood.
10 feet?
If you can make it past security to the section that we're going to be in, come say hello. You may see 1 or 2 of us or more of us getting escorted out of the game for being too turned up. Go in there to support Lexi Brown.
Hey, Lex, I'm be drunk off the rip. You know,
Close the bars after the first quarter.
You gotta make a shirt.
Lexi Red.
Lexi Red.
Lexi Red. Let me go ahead and make that
We will be
shirt.
in the building
We gonna be
supporting
like
Lexi.
those embarrassing family members. She gonna sit there like, oh.
Lexi already said she is not worried about us being at the game. But I don't think Lexi has seen Gil at a basketball game before. I've witnessed it with my own eye.
I'm telling I'm gonna put on regular shoes. I'll put on regular shoes.
No sandals?
Yeah, she said just no sandals. Like, what's wrong with the sandals?
We'll be doing pick'ems as well, so shout out to Underdog Fantasy for making that happen. Now let's move on to MostlyFans.
Yeah, let's go. I gotta go there.
Yeah, you already know.
King like, shit, I gotta go get a haircut.
If you have not done so already, download the app, use promo code GIL. You can receive up to $250 in bonus cash and a special pick'em. Thank you again to Underdog Fantasy, cutting the check, splurging. Lexi said, bring your ass, and we are bringing our ass to the Sparks game. Let's get it. So, first question is a email question from
email.
Yes, Underdog user Dim Tunkin 99. You have to give up either alcohol or warm, hot showers and baths for the rest of your life. So you either give up alcohol or you give up warm, hot showers for the rest of your life. Which are you giving up?
Alcohol.
Alcohol.
What the fuck?
No alcohol ever?
Alcohol?
What the fuck about drinking?
Shit, I be fake drinking. It's water.
You can't take a cold shower?
No.
It invigorates you in the morning.
Would you give up alcohol or a cold or a warm shower for the rest of your life?
I'll give up alcohol.
Warm showers are essential.
All right,
Next. Hey, come on, that wasn't even a good one. Yeah.
Y'all, like I wrote the question. I'm just here to, I'm merely a conduit.
Yeah, you was bored on that one.
Yeah, who let that question
You was
go?
bored. You was bored. on that.
Y'all should have tweaked it, made it something like alcohol, like you.
It's fucking easy.
Nobody's over here alcoholic. You gotta ask an alcoholic that one.
Yeah, that was an alcoholic.
You gotta ask somebody who's an alcoholic.
Don't drink like that, player.
But if you get drunk, you could just take the cold shower and it'll feel like a hot shower.
No, it won't.
No.
A cold shower gonna be a cold shower.
You ever took a shower? You ever took a cold shower in front of your girl? She get the sniggling and giggling. Yeah, that means there was some shrinkage going on. So, nah, you need warmth.
You bet
at all times.
Some of us are shrink
not get the giggling and shit.
Gil, some of us are shrink proof.
As soon as that cold hit that shower, you lose about 2 inches. You done. Boy.
Damn, killer.
Okay, now go.
Some people
I mean, I got,
Some of us don't experience that shrinkage, Gil.
That's different.
Oh, you ain't got 2 inches to lose.
No.
That's it.
No.
You ain't got 2 inches to lose. That's
That's part of this conversation. Y'all got
I'm sorry, man. You ain't got the
Hey, Joe, sorry. You can have that conversation with Gil, man.
All right, next question from Underdog user 14flat. After Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals Sunday, predict what the Mavs-Wolves series will be at. So after Game 3, what will the Mavs-Wolves series be at?
We don't know.
That's why they're asking you to predict, King.
All right, 2-1.
Who?
Oh, shit, I was just guessing.
Y'all the most non-cooperative, unparticipatingest.
2-1, give me Minnesota 2-1.
So Wolves 2-1. Mr. Cemetery Larry.
I'll take that.
2-1. All right, King.
2-0 Dallas, 3-0 Dallas.
Oh, wow. Sweep territory. All right, well, we will find out in the near future. And again, we will be at the Sparks Fever game Friday at Staples Center. Pull up. Shout out to all the bacon wrap vendor.
You think that's a good picture for a t-shirt? Sexy red on there?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Are you going to put on
Lexi red? Lexi red. Yeah.
Put Lexi red on the t-shirt? Damn, if we make it through the whole game, that would be inspiring. Somebody's getting escorted out of the premises or releasing.
Why you keep looking at me?
Because you. Gotta hurt you.
Keep looking at you. What you mean?
You almost get ejected from high school basketball games, which is a sight to behold.
If you come with them flip flops,
I said almost.
Ain't never been.
No, I said I'm almost. I ain't never been either.
Almost.
Oh.
Kenyon is very low.
You're not gonna let them take you out.
No, I've never been almost.
They be scared of Kenyon like
Call the police.
Kenyon be saying something, they'll look around and be like, oh. Hey, Mr. Martin.
How you doing, Mr. Martin?
Hey, Mr. Martin.
They hear the voice.
That ain't about me. I ain't gonna embarrass the babies.
But we appreciate all of y'all for pulling up and tuning in for another week of Gills Arena presented by Underdog Fantasy. Whoa, whoa! Make sure you stick around for our new episode of Sheet and Tyler airing right now. We will see you all on Monday.